The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Is behind him in the formation. And the handoff is going to go to Henschel. Henschel's got a gap and a seam. Henschel pile driving his way forward. Henschel to the end zone. Arms up for the Fond du Lac touchdown.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for Best Digital Production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
Takes a snap, gives to Schomburg. Schomburg, hole, right side! Sideline, touchdown!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first place winner for Best Play-by-Play in the state.
Cash it in, tie this thing up. Motion goes to Umentum. He'll line up at the backfield now. Williamson, play fake, looking, one-on-one coverage. Johnson, touchdown! Fond du Lac, a 27-yard strike. And there.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Home and Auto Sales, Waupun Equipment Company, Ballweg Implement, New Medical Center, Ergo Bank, Torres Tree Service, All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Bent's Automotive, American Family Insurance Agent Christine Fiel, C. Broxma Electric, Dentistry of Wisconsin, The Other Bar, Waupun's Pizza Ranch, Werner Harmsen Furniture, National Exchange Bank and Trust.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good evening and welcome to Mauston High School. I am Steve Witterhack, and we are ready for another Friday night football game for the Waupun Warriors, coming off a disappointing loss, to say the least, against the Berlin Indians last week, losing 60-24. And now today they're taking on Mauston, the Golden Eagles in Mauston. About an hour and a half drive from here for our Fond du Lac guys, probably closer to 2 hours to get over here, but it's a really nice facility here. I was here about 14 years ago or so, and the definitely a different booth because they had a real small window I could just barely look out of. And if you had two people and you forget about it, it wouldn't work. But plenty of room here. If Randy was here, which he is not tonight, yeah, man, he's just a world traveler right now. I'm not sure if he's even in the country right now. So, again, I'm going to be flying solo here. Couldn't get Landon. He's busy, too. And those young guys, they've all got plans on Friday night. So, Waupun again taking on Mauston. Waupun sitting now at 4-1 in the conference and trailing Berlin, who is 5-0, and Mauston is 0-7 on the season, 0-5 of course in conference play, and having a rough year and some key injuries to their team too. So a lot of things going the Golden Eagles' way so far this season. Take a look at that Berlin-Waupun game. Again, Waupun getting beat by Berlin 60-24. Waupun gave up 34 points in the second quarter alone in that ball game. It looked like they might have had a chance to kind of creep back in the game, and all of a sudden they had two more touchdowns for Berlin during that time, and they stopped Waupun during that end of the second quarter, and then 34 points in that second quarter, and then really in the second half, Waupun played pretty even with Berlin, so they felt pretty good about that, but they knew they came in intimidated in that ball game, and they have to just get back on the confidence side again with these next two games today against Mauston. And we'll be back over on this direction again next week, Friday. We're going to be at least a half hour closer over at Wisconsin Dells, a beautiful facility that they have over there. So I'm looking forward to that. In that game for Waupun last week, Chase Beam was 15 for 36, threw for 221 yards, a couple touchdowns. Graham Gopalin had 6 rushes in the game for 53 yards. Logan Prawl, 5 receptions for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns in that ball game. And Wesley Kuntz led the defense in that game by having 9 tackles. Logan Prawl is just right now 69 yards away from getting 1,000 yards receiving on the season. So we'll be keeping an eye on that if I actually can do these stats halfway decent. Usually you got Randy doing it, or we was Landon last week, but we'll be doing everything here. Mr. Everything trying to do a bunch of things that like they say guys can't do. We can't do a bunch of things at one time, so we're going to find that out tonight, and they might very well be right, but we'll find out what's going on here. But Waupun again on the road for the last 2 regular season games, and they really would like to make a statement of these last 2 games. Talking to Coach Adrian Harmson, he mentioned that Waupun needs to look really good in these next couple of games so they can maybe host a game to start out the postseason. And like I said, they're looking at hopefully getting an 8-1 record, and maybe the strength of schedule for Waupun besides the Berlin game doesn't bode well for them to get a high seeding. And said we could be anywhere from a number 2 seed or a 3 seed, he said, to a number 7 seed. So we got to take care of business convincingly in the next couple of games and see if they can host at least that first game in Waupun over at Veterans Memorial Field. Now, I had a chance to talk to Coach Adrian Harmson actually earlier today, made the trip over to the high school. I thought I'd let him have a little time to think about the game from last week, and a nice interview with Adrian. So we'll come back in just a few minutes with that interview with Coach Adrian Harmson. So stick around, keep your radio tuned for your radio people to 103.3 FM, and thanks for joining us on RadioPlusInfo.com. Back after this.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seed bed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter, might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
At Warner Harmson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit WarnerHarmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders brake clouds and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Welcome back to more of our pregame show, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. I am Steve Winterhack, and with me now the head coach for the Waupun Warriors, Adrian Harmson. And Adrian, I guess I got to get the question. I thought I'd wait a few days before I asked the question, but just thoughts on last week's game against Berlin and kind of how the boys took it and the whole process of getting guys back on track again.
Yeah, with it being homecoming against Berlin, we had a lot of things going on. It's a tough one. It is. We really wanted it. And, that first half, that wasn't our team. And, we'd really like to think that second half performance was really who we are. And we just need to kind of start with that mentality and come out how we played that second half. So first half, it wasn't us. It's a learning lesson. So something, if we see them again in playoffs, it's going to be a different story. So
I was pretty proud of the crowd because maybe some people might want to dump out of there, but the crowd stuck with you, I think, for almost the entire game. So that was pretty impressive, I thought. Everybody still believes in you, I think.
Yeah. Yep. We are beyond appreciative of the support that we had. There was, a crazy amount of fans there. People bringing their lawn chairs, going, almost completely around the field there. So, we want to give our biggest thank you and support to the community members that support us. That was pretty cool.
So how do the boys themselves within the group take it? Did a few of the leaders really kind of take charge and really kind of get everybody's mindset on, get them refocused again? Good leadership for your team for this?
Yeah, us, myself and, the leaders, we were really talking with the captains about, mindset and moving on and, continuing to have that 1-0 mentality, where that 1-0 mentality might be a little bit easier after a win, but, might be a little bit harder after a loss. But no matter win or loss, continuing to have that 1-0 mindset. And so this week at practice, is a phenomenal week again, and just continuing to strive and get better and, make plays and do what we can. So once again, this week we're focused on Mauston and hoping for a good game today.
So what do you know about them? I know they're 0-7 on the season. You can never take anybody lightly out there, but I did talk to their AD a little bit, and they said they're a little worried about playing you guys after that Berlin game last week. But what kind of team are you going to face here tonight?
Yeah, Berlin, they have some players yet. Like how you're saying, their record's really not showing what they can do. They have some players on their team that we're taking account for. They're a team that likes to pass, so, aside from us in the conference, we're finally going against another team that likes to throw the ball around a little bit, so we're expecting to see a little bit of that. We've heard some injuries going on their side. We've heard, we have injuries on our side too, so a few changes to personnel, things like that, but we're just going to come out ready to go and do what we do best.
I got a chance to talk to the guys. I had to go past your field yesterday, so I got to talk to the little row of guys with the broken collarbones there. So it looks like those guys they're chomping at the bit to be able to get back out there again. And overall, besides the collarbone guys, how's the health of the team right now?
Yeah, health is doing good. We have some sicknesses rolling around just with that time of the year. Flu's coming around a little bit. But aside from that, we're doing what we can to stay healthy. Keep away from those bumps and bruises and just really maintain the health as we go into the postseason with playoffs coming. Just really doing the best we can just to keep everyone active and still playing.
Okay, well, we're all believers yet. We're going to be there tonight again for your game, next week over at the Dells. And, of course, you got to travel so much for this conference between going to Adams Friendship, Nakusa, all these places. Is that a little bit more of a grind for the team because you have to travel so far for about half of your conference opponents?
Yeah, it might be. To be honest, I don't see it. It's not about me. It's, obviously about keeping the players ready. But, for me, the drive isn't as much of a concern as making sure that we have competitive teams. So whether that means we have to drive a little bit farther to have more competitive games, I'm willing to do that. So making sure that we keep the guys, on the bus, keeping their mindset correct and, ready to go. I'd like to think, how we've been performing this year, the drive, it hasn't really been too much of a concern for us.
Well, Coach, looking forward to the game tonight. It's the long drive over, a lot of time to think about it, going there and coming back. So let's get her done tonight. Looking forward to a nice game here against the Mauston Golden Eagles. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Okay, Adrian Harmson joining us. We're going to continue on with our pregame show right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
New ownership, same customer service tradition. Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun and its surrounding areas for over 50 years. New owners Luke and Logan Gans are longtime employees of Verhaeg's Furniture and are committed to continue serving the furniture, accessory, and mattress needs of Waupun and the surrounding areas. Bringing you exceptional quality from Ashley Furniture, Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Puffy Mattress, and many more top brands from their store to your home. Verhaeg's Furniture, 806 West Main Street, Waupun. Quality brands for affordable prices.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
Planning to build? You need Pino. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pino. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapino.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapino.com and learn about the Pino difference. Pino. Build better for future generations.
Welcome back to Mauston High School. Steve Witterhack with you, flying solo here. Of course, I got three guys here from our stream team with Kyle and Malik, and we got Kobe here tonight. So the A team joining us here in Mauston tonight. let's take a look at the conference for the South Central Conference. Berlin, of course, sitting on top of the conference now at 5-0, and they're in control of this conference. They've played pretty much all the good contested teams that they'll have out there, so they're sitting pretty good. Waupun sitting good, too, at 4-1. You got a couple teams that are just a game behind. Wisconsin Dells, a team that Waupun has to play next week, and they'd love to maybe steal a victory away from Waupun coming up in their game coming up next week at the Dells, and also Ripon. There's an up-and-coming team with Ripon you got to keep an eye on. I think they're the team of the future coming up the next few seasons. They could be a handful with the good coaching that they got over there and straighten that program out in a hurry. A couple teams sitting at 2-3 with Adams Friendship and Wautoma. Then you've got Nakusa at 1-4 and Mauston at the bottom of the conference right now at 0-5, and it doesn't look like a good night to try to get that first victory here against a very good Waupun team. Mauston, of course, at 0-7 last week. They lost to Wisconsin Dells 35-8, so they just had a short ride up the highway. Mason Byers, their quarterback, was 6 for 11 with 30 yards of passing and 1 touchdown. We're going to take a break right now. We'll come back with the beginning of the game. Waupun at Mauston to take on the Golden Eagles. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. We'll take care of what can't be seen. Removing dust? For us, that's a must. And a reminder, get on a furnace maintenance plan now so your home is clean and cozy this fall and winter. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
Hello, back pain sufferers. This is Dr. Randall Blahoviak with NewMed Integrated Healthcare. Are you struggling to find a solution for the constant neck and back pain that's keeping you from enjoying life? Maybe you're wondering if you should go the medical route, or maybe you're even thinking about giving chiropractic a try. Well, now you don't have to decide between the two. At New Medical Center in Waupun, you can have the best of both worlds. Let our team of experienced medical professionals and chiropractors design a treatment plan to get you back to living a pain-free life. The healthcare team at New Medical Center will assess your condition and give you a combination of options, both medical and chiropractic, to choose from. With over 30 years of experience treating back pain, you can be assured that the team at New Medical Center will discover and address the source of your pain. Don't waste another minute trying the same old failed strategies. Let New Medical Center help get you back to living your best pain-free life. Call New Medical Center now at 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Okay, we are back. Kind of a celebration night. They've got the youth football players out there featuring the band. Also, we'll catch a little bit of their halftime show coming up today at halftime here at Mauston High School, Waupun, ready to play some football and take care of business here against the Golden Eagles of Mauston. Guys are pretty fired up. I got a chance to talk to some of the players for Waupun as I was over there with my grandson and kind of walked by him and stopped and talked to him for a while. But yeah, these guys are focused now. I mean, they really want to finish the season strong, and they want a nice deep run in the playoffs. And they still are true believers that they can do that. So I believe they can do it too. They've got a very talented team, and we'll see how they recover from last week's loss to Berlin. But I think they're going to respond very well here tonight. Yeah, nice little football field here. They got the track and everything here newer. Yeah, since I was here last time, it's definitely something different and a better place to call the game from. So looking forward to bringing you some Waupun Warrior football here tonight from Mauston. A bad little crowd looking at people in front of us on the bleachers, small bleachers across the way for the Waupun fans. We need that over in Waupun. A bleachers about that size would be perfect for the opposing crowd to just sit behind the opposing football team, and it would be a bad idea. Amy Sanders checking in, go number 29. Of course, that being her son out there with a Miles Sheridan. Cindy Dunham checking in. Go Warriors, and Randall Redmond. Good luck, Logan. Logan just 69 yards away receiving to get 1,000 yards on the season, and that could happen in a hurry. Whenever Logan gets that football in his hands, you never know when he could go the distance. Waupun will receive to get things going here this Friday night. And a short kick, and that's going to be taken. Looks like maybe Liam Hopp over there grabs it right around the 32 or 33-yard line. Kind of what we saw with Berlin last week, but I'm not sure if that was intentional. But the Berlin kicks, I believe, were. Another one of those nice light-up down box markers. We got to get that. I think it's like $1,100 or $1,200. We got to start a GoFundMe for that to get that, because that's really nice to see all the way across the field and lit up down marker. So here we go. So ball sitting at the 33-yard line of Waupun. Two receivers split out right, two out to the left. Graham Gopal into the backfield. Chase Beam, of course, quarterback for the Waupun Warriors. Always in that shotgun. Prawl in motion. He's going to stay right back next to Chase Beam. Beam goes back to pass, looks up the field. Got some time over there. Beam just kind of going off to his left, and that one's going to be incomplete. Tried to find the receiver over there on that side with Caden Del Ponte, but a lot of traffic around him. A lot of time, though. Chase kind of just drifting off to his left. And that's incomplete. Makes it a 2nd down and 10 with the ball at the Waupun 33-yard line. TD VidPro also saying go Warriors. Andy Walker, go Warriors. Jenny Patrikas, go Warriors. We all comfortable tonight and tuned into this. No Brewer game we have to watch. We were subjected to that last night. That was not fun. Beam's going to pitch it out right side of the hands of Graham Gopalin. Stiff arms, goes to the 35, the 40, the 45, and keeps on just using that great footwork to get around all these players and gets himself up to about the 42-yard line over on the Mauston side of the field. Yeah, let's give him 17, another 8. That's 25 yards on that carry from Graham Gopalin. So a nice start there for Waupun, now into Mauston territory right at the 42-yard line. as usual. Waupun just with one running back behind the quarterback beam. Usually somebody will go in motion somewhere, and this time Isaiah Thirk does. Thirk fake handoff. They're going to give it to Graham Gopal and crosses the 40. He's got a couple of guys he's got to get by. Spins away. Still on his feet. Crosses the 20, the 10, the 5, and a touchdown for Graham Gopal from 42 yards out. Wow. Little fake handoff to Isaiah Thirk. They give it to Graham Gopal, and he is just so shifty out there. Just gets past everybody, and he scores from 42 yards out, just 57 seconds into this ball game. 11:03 left in the first quarter. Waupun with a quick 6-0 lead against the Golden Eagles. Maybe those guys got trapped in that bus so long. They just had to get some of that energy out. And Graham, boy, he's got a 25-yard run. He's got a 42-yard run for a TD. Pretty impressive. Pine going for the 2-point conversion. That's where they bring the big two tight ends there with Kloostabor along with Thirk. They're going to give it, again, just to, nobody even touched. Gopal goes in the end zone for a 2-point conversion, and Waupun leading now 8-0. 11:03 left in the first quarter. Back after this with more Warrior football on Radio Plus Sports.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Okay, we are back just like that. 57 seconds in. Waupun leading 8-0. They'll kick off. Ball lands right around the 20-yard line. And, boy, a host of Warriors over there to wrap up the return man, and taking him down on that play. Number 34, Timon Alsma, with authority on that one, wraps him up and puts him to the ground. And it'll be the Golden Eagles taking over at about their own 24-yard line or so. So here we go, the Golden Eagles with their first offensive play of the game. And they will have Diego Flores, I believe, as their quarterback right now. He's going to hand it off, and quick tackle up the middle on the run by Brian Kastner, who's their main running back. Waupun stingy up the middle with that one. He's going to lose a yard, and the play makes it a 2nd down and 11. Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. Decided to just let you relax at home. You can just sit there. Some of the people might be sitting at one of our establishments or sponsors with the other bar and with our bar. And you've got Judson's also with a TV set up there. So if you're there, I'm glad you're with some friends watching the game. You might be home watching on the big screen. You might be out by the bonfire tonight on a nice fall night watching the game. Flores is going to throw way down the field, and he does have a receiver open, and that is a complete pass all the way down to about the 40-yard line. And they find the receiver, Logan Harrison, down the field. Nice job. It looks like it was just one defender over in that area with two receivers down there, and then they find Harrison with a nice gain all the way down to the 40-yard line of Waupun. So nice play there by the Golden Eagles. Yeah, they're known as more of a passing team. There's only really two passing teams in this conference. Waupun by far the most prolific of the passing teams, but the Golden Eagles have had a little trouble trying to keep their quarterbacks healthy is the problem that they've had. Kind of going through different quarterbacks to make things work a little bit. Flores looks up the field, and that one's going to overshoot his receiver, trying to find Andrew Dillon just a few yards up the field on a slant off to the left. Incomplete pass stops the clock now at 9:46. 2nd down and 10 to go. Again, the ball at the Waupun 40-yard line for the Golden Eagles. Yeah, not a bad drive coming up here. I mean, you're going on the racetrack when you get on the interstate here, so once you get up there, you're zip right through. You might get caught up a little bit over in Portage. Never like that road that's just west of Portage when you get off from 22 there and you cross that. That is such a slow, windy, meticulous little road. Flores again going back to pass, leads the receiver, and he breaks a few tackles, and getting the tackle there for Waupun, Jack Toutant takes him down, and that was Brian Kastner that got that reception. He's going to be short of the first down. It'll be third down, about 2 yards to go for the Golden Eagles. He has it down just inside the 33-yard line of Waupun. 9:20 and counting down here in the first quarter. Yeah, if you want to check in, just go to our chat line and let us know you're out there. Might even have some Golden Eagles fans that are. That's going to be a little jump over by Klustebor over on that left tackle spot on the defensive side, and that's going to give them 5 yards and a first down now for the Golden Eagles. Get them inside the 30-yard line down to about the 28-yard line. So we'll get a little free pass on that one. It'll be a 1st and 10 now for Mauston. Yeah, we even got the two cameramen there. They sent all the good stuff with us here tonight. So, yeah, not a bad place to call the game from in the press box here. Very well done. Look up the field, and that one is complete in the hands of Andrew Dillon, and he's going to get taken down right around the 9-yard line. Nice job. Yeah, Dillon just goes up with the one hand and hauls it in. Nice job, Mason Byers. I'm not sure if they switched some numbers around out here. That somebody came in, but I've seen a 1 out there. I've seen a 4 out there. And they told me that Mason Byers was going to be number 1. But I'm not really sure what we got on that. Is that Byers as quarterback at number 4 or number 1? Or not sure. Somebody gave me an updated number on him, but I've seen a 1 and a 4 out there so far. So is that Byers, you think, at number 4? Okay. Byers, okay. That's what it has listed here. So, okay. Second down and a goal now with the ball back at the 13-yard line. So nice job defensively for Waupun. But a good job by Mauston moving the ball down the field and getting it within inside the 10-yard line. And now going a little backwards on that last play. 2 receivers out to the right, 2 out to the left. And again, that's Mason Byers, quarterback right now in the shotgun. In the backfield with him, Brian Kastner looking off to the right side. That one is broken up. Nice job by Waupun's Patrick Riley getting in front of the intended receiver, trying to find number 5, Logan Harrison over there. So an incomplete pass makes it a 3rd down and goal. Stops the clock now with 7:25. Ball still sitting at the 13-yard line. So 3rd down and goal. The ball at the 13. 2 receivers out to the right, 2 out to the left. Kind of setting up like Waupun normally sets up for their offensive set. And we got a little movement with the Golden Eagles. That'll move them back to about the 18-yard line. It'll make it 3rd down and goal with the ball at the 18-yard line as they move it back. Not sure if it was the quarterback that moved too much on the hard count or something like that. Didn't seem anybody else move that I caught, but definitely the official threw the flag and brings it back 5 more yards. So the ball back to the 18-yard line. 3rd down and goal with the ball sitting at the 18, so right now the good job of the Golden Eagles to get down inside the 10, but now they're almost out to the 20-yard line. And with those 4 receivers out there, 2 on each side of the line. Byers kind of rolling off to his right now and just lost one in, and that one right off the fingertips of the receiver Logan Harrison. Had a defender on it, but right on the money, really. Got a flag in the defensive or in the offensive backfield right now. Yeah, maybe it's a breast cancer awareness night. I think they got the pink flags out there right now. So they have a penalty on Waupun on that play. And then things kind of going back and forth with penalties, and that'll put them, I'll see where they set that right now. It's going to be right around the 10-yard line. And that's where they put the ball, just inside the 10-yard line. Makes it a 3rd and goal with the ball just set up inside the 10. Warrior Gaming checking in. Up on junior, senior high school. I think Kyle's involved with those guys, those gamers over there, the esports guys. Is that the crew that's tuning in right now? So 3rd down to go with the ball just inside the 10-yard line. Byers goes back, looks into the corner of the end zone, and almost had a receiver open. He just kind of turned around a little too late to react to it. Andrew Dillon, they had him. He was past the defender, and he would have turned maybe a split second earlier. He would have hauled that in for a touchdown, but that is incomplete. Makes it a 4th down and goal with the ball just inside the 10. Pon's pass defense right now just a little off out there, and they're finding some guys open, and that's very fortunate for Waupun that wasn't caught in the end zone. Just under 7 minutes of play here in the first quarter. Waupun leading 8-0. Waupun scoring in the first 57 seconds of the ball game. Graham Gopal on just a couple running plays gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Again, looking at the corner of the end zone, and that one is broken up. I see over in that area Hayden Gibbs. Some good defense there by the Waupun Warriors, along with Kuntz, I believe, over there for Waupun. Wesley Kuntz. So Waupun will take over, but a nice job by Gibbs to break that one up, and Waupun will get it back on downs with the ball right at the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10. Waupun bent a little bit but did not break and keep the Golden Eagles off the board. Well, Wapun's got that quick strike offense. You never know. Logan Prowl, you give it to him anywhere. You never know if he's going to break a tackle and go all the way with it. Hand it off to Graham Gopal. He's got all the moves. They're going to look over, get it over up to Klosterboer on the left side. And he stiff arms his way right up the sideline before he's finally knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say he was knocked out of bounds. Yeah, let's see, maybe right around the 26-yard line. So he picks up 16 on the play. So a 16-yard reception there for Owen Klosterboer. You got 4 or 5 guys you can bring in there, any one of them. They can throw the ball to great hands, great speed after the catch. Beam right now being chased down to the right side, tries to get it up the field and comes up short trying to find, I believe, Graham Gopal, but he was definitely being rushed on that one and backpedaling to about the 10-yard line, so an incomplete pass. That makes it a 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock at 6:39 here in the first quarter. Yeah, so many weapons for Waupun. Ponte, Logan Prowl out there. Klosterboer, you got the freshman Liam Hopp, who's been getting some more snaps for Waupun. Isaiah Thurk. Logan Prowl in motion from right to left, loading up that left side of the field. Going to look over to Logan, a little skip step there, and gets himself up the field, and there's a flag as Logan Prowl breaks past everybody and takes it all the way to the house, but the only problem is there was a flag up the field away, so we'll see what they're going to call right now. It would have been a 74-yard touchdown. We'll see what they're calling on this. Looks like everybody kind of walking back up to this side of the field, so it must be a legal block, maybe a little shove by Waupun. That's too bad. That would have gave Logan over 1,000 yards on the season, but they're going to bring that one back. It was a 74-yard touchdown run, but all for nothing on that one. Carissa Harmson checking in, saying go Warriors. I'm sure the whole family there watching that. Carissa, thanks for some of those pictures you take, too. Landon really appreciated that, and I sent the picture that you took of both of us. So they're putting the penalty right at the 32-yard line as they bring it back there. So 2nd down and 5 for Waupun. 5:24 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Going to look over to the right side over to Kloosterboer, breaks that initial tackle attempt, crosses the 40, and still just taking people right along with him up to about the 49-yard line. It's about a 17-yard reception there for Owen Kloosterboer. He is a beast. That first guy normally isn't going to take him down, and usually one guy does not take Owen Kloosterboer down. He plays with intensity both on the defensive side of the ball, the offensive side of the ball. He's a fun player to watch, and nice thing is he's only a sophomore, so we get to watch him for the next few seasons after this yet, and it's fun to see how he grows and just keeps on getting better these next few years. Under 6 to play and counting down. Kloosterboer in motion right now. Fake handoff, and here goes Beam up the middle. He gets hit right away, but breaks some tackles on his feet yet at the 40. The 30-yard line, stiff-arming his way past the 20 down to the 10 and into the end zone. A touchdown from 51 yards out for Chase Beam. Wow. Touchdown for Waupun. 51-yard touchdown run from Chase Beam. Met some little resistance in the beginning of that run and got away from those tacklers. Then somebody tried to get him up the field, and no way. He just shirked them there, and he got himself into the end zone from 51 yards out. Waupun takes a 14-0 lead and will be setting up to go for a 2-point conversion. So I said, any one of those guys for Waupun, for the receiving core, Graham Gopal and your quarterback, those guys, anytime they could take off. I'm going to stack it in the middle here again with your big tight ends. They're going to give it again over to Graham Gopal, and he's going to get taken down, but not before he gets into the end zone. Waupun now leads 16-0. 5:44 left in the first quarter. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Okay, we are back. Again, a 51-yard touchdown run from Chase Beam. 2-point conversion good. Waupun now with a 16-0 lead with 5:44 left in the first quarter of action here at Mauston. Ball taken at the 21-yard line. And finally going down right around the 40. Nice little run back by the Golden Eagles. That was pretty intense running up the field by Kaylor Trost. And with that run back and a tackle by Waupun's Corbin Grunwald. The sophomore into the tackle on that one. A lot of really nice sophomore players on Waupun's team. They've got a great future. I know the freshman class is pretty solid too. Their 7th and 8th grade class was undefeated until they played WLA and they lost by a touchdown in their game. So they've got a lot of great football, youth football coming up. So the future looks very bright for Waupun football. 5:36 left in the first quarter. And a look off to the left. That is a completed pass over to Dillon. He gets knocked out of bounds after. Let's see if he got anything on it where they mark him down. Looks like right around the 42-yard line, so a very minimal gain on that pass from quarterback Mason Byers. Over to Andrew Dillon. Makes about a yard gain on the give him. Makes it second down and 9 yards to go. Don't forget, we will be heading up the big interstate again next week. I think Randy will be around. Like I said, I'm not sure what country might be. I don't know. Maybe a third world country somewhere. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. Second down and 9 yards to go for the Golden Eagles, now at the 42-yard line. And that is a nice little handoff off to the right side for Kastner. There's a flag behind that run as he goes around the right side, gets up to about the 47-yard line, but a flag thrown. We'll see who that is on, but normally that's going to be on the offensive team. A hold called on the Golden Eagles. Yeah, Logan probably would have had 1,000 yards of receiving on the season if not for a penalty on Waupun, so that brought that back. But he just needs 69 yards yet, which I think we'll probably see him get sometime during this ball game. 5:25 left in the first quarter. 16-0 Waupun. Steve Wooder-Hack with you. Got the stream team here. Kobe here. We got Malik. We got Kyle. They got to be in the cool radio van. I got to be in the not-so-cool Kia. The most stolen automobile there is out there is our Kias. People know, everybody knows how to get into those and take off with them. So I've been pretty fortunate. Nobody wants it. It's the main thing with my car that I've got. Got 208,000 miles on it. Incomplete pass, maybe a little too hot off the hands of Brian Kastner, who was kind of cutting off to his left. It'll make it a third down and 20 yards to go. So they're kind of getting into, they're not always caught all the time, but they are getting into the hands of some of the receivers out there. And a few guys dropping some balls on the passes by Mason Byers. Three receivers split out to the right, one out to the left for the Golden Eagles. 5:12 right now left in the first quarter. It's taking a long time, and then we've got a timeout taken by the Golden Eagles. Back with more Warrior football after this on Radio Plus Sports.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional, a variety of sauces, all the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders brake clouds and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Okay, we are back after that Golden Eagle timeout, but they're sitting at a third down and 20 yards to go with the ball back at the 32-yard line on their side of the field, and they're going to go back another 5 yards as their receiver out on that left side was taking a dead sprint up the field. Andrew Dillon is going to push it back even another 5 yards. Well, they've had to go 25 yards for a first down with the ball way back to about the 27-yard line. Everything going Waupun's way so far. They had their chance, the Golden Eagles did. They had the ball inside the 10-yard line on that last drive that they had in the last series, and they just started going backwards with some penalties. They got it back up to just inside the 10-yard line, but that's as far as they got. Waupun took over, and not many plays later scored. Got receiver split way out to the left right now, along with a couple over on the right side and the short side of the field. And Byers looking up the field, and he does have a receiver open, getting past the defenders, just streaking by everybody. Logan Harrison, 2 defenders there, but he just streaked right by both of the guys over there and hauled it in for a nice long pass deep into Waupun territory. Going to put the ball down right around the, just inside the 33-yard line. Nice pass play, and looked like Waupun had that one covered, but they were kind of backpedaling, and the receiver was not backpedaling. He was just charging right between those 2 defenders out there and hauls it in for a big gain with 5 minutes left here in the first quarter of action, which seems like it's taking forever. A couple scores there, a lot of penalties so far. All right, now Byers sprinting off to his left, and that is, you got Kustabor in on the tackle along with Landon Larson in that tackle. Also Cody Calleroot over there too, and that ball taken up just outside the 30-yard line, about a 2-yard gain. It makes it to second down and 8 yards to go. Brian Kastner on that one. And not a lot of fish fries during this time of year. Every Friday night we've been at a football game. We're doing all Waupun's football games this year. Got a pretty good following, 186 computers logged on right now with numerous people at each one of those computers watching this ball game. Byers looking to pass it up the field, and that one's going to come up a little short. I thought some pretty good defense there, staying right with him. Landon Stager was right in that area. Maybe made that pass get thrown a little low and a little off to the right. Incomplete. Makes it a 3rd down and 8 with just under 4 to play here in the first quarter. And Waupun scoring with 11:03, just 57 seconds into the ball game. That 42-yard touchdown run from Graham Gopalan. He's already got 67 yards rushing just on 2 carries in the game for Waupun, plus got in the end zone a couple more times with the 2-point conversions. And a 51-yard touchdown run from Chase Bean with 5:44 left here in the first quarter. 2-point conversion again, good from Graham. Byers looking at pass, has some time, being chased right now by Kloosterboer. He's in some trouble right now, but Kloosterboer just takes a big sweeping swing at him with his big old bear paws out there. He hunts those things and acts like him out on the field. Just a big old swipe and took Byers down. Not going to run away from the big old Owen Kloosterboer, the big O. Catches it, man. There's a flag, though, on the play, right by the kind of by the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit in the backfield on the offensive side. Holding call on the Golden Eagles, and they're going to decline it, make it a 4th down and 8, but a good job by Owen. You think some of those little fast quarterbacks think, man, I'm going to get away from this big guy. Nope. Owen's as fast as any running back out there. That kid's got some speed. He's got the strength. He's got the attitude. Fun player to watch out there, Owen Kloosterboer. Makes it a 4th down and 8 now with the ball sitting at the 31-yard line of Waupun. I want to thank Landon Potratz. He did a great job with that coverage of the Berlin game last week. Really had some great insight. We'll ask him back. If he doesn't get back from that third world, wherever he is right now, we'll have Landon come back some more. But Randy's Byers did not see the Waupun defender coming in, and that was Isaiah Thurk. Isaiah still trying to get the ball from him, even though he is called down, and Isaiah just came back, and the quarterback Byers did not see him coming and took him down and tried to get the ball away from him. But he got the tackle there. Waupun's going to take over right about the 37-yard line. Nice job by Thurk. Byers had no idea that Thurk was over there coming. And it's something you might want to say. There's this big old player coming your direction. Isaiah Thurk, 6'4", 240-pound lineman there, and Isaiah, another guy blessed with a lot of speed, tight end, defensive end, and he caught up the Byers, and Waupun will take over on downs at the 37-yard line over on the Waupun side of the field. 3:01 left here in the first quarter. Waupun up 16-0 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. 2 receivers left, 2 right. I'm going to make it 3 over on the left side as Logan Prawl is in motion. Beam gets it, looks over, and he's going to go up the field. He's going to find Thurk. He breaks a few tackles on his feet. Yeah, cuts over to the right end. Now he lost the football. And coming up with it are the Golden Eagles. Thurk with a nice run, and then we've got some extra activity at the end of that one. But Thurk gets it knocked away as he had a nice run going, and we've got a few flags flying all over the place right now. Late one right by the bench over at for Mauston. Yeah, getting the football for that was Tyler Hartje. Hard to sort this one out, but a nice play. Waupun all set up now for defense after that one, but a disappointing ending to a nice run there by Waupun's Isaiah Thurk, but he lost the ball at the end of it, got it knocked out, and Golden Eagles got it back. But then a couple flags going in. One after the play right by the Golden Eagle bench. So we'll see what they're going to call on this. Looks like a personal foul is going to be called over on the Golden Eagles, and maybe some offsetting penalties and a whole bunch of stuff going on here. So whatever's going on is all going against it. And Waupun might be. I'll see the guys coming out right now. So, again, a bunch of stuff that happened kind of after that, the play, towards the end of that play. Andrew Neffstedt checking in, wondering where his buddy Randy is. I've mentioned before, we don't know. We're not sure where he is. He's out in radio communication. You might not even be able to call him where he's at right now. So he is totally undercover right now, enjoying himself. I know he was in Hawaii for a while, on top of a volcano, looking at the sunrise. Yeah, both penalty flags on Mauston. A couple little personal fouls in there by the Mauston Golden Eagles, and they had the ball way up right around the 35-yard line or so, and now they put the ball way back just past the 10-yard line, so that was costly. 2:50 left here in the first quarter. A quarter that just keeps on going. Kathy Fritz, like I said, checking in. Sure you check in. Let us know you're out there. 203 computers logged on right now. Steve Witterhack with you here at Mauston. Exactly an hour and a half away if you leave Waupun to get over to Mauston High School. You still got to go quite a ways into town. Now a timeout taken by the Golden Eagles. We'll do the same back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back. I want to thank the athletic director, Joe. Good job. I think did he have a picture of me up here sitting in this booth? I think that he got from the internet, and he set us up pretty nice here. Good going through him to find out our whole setup here. Oh, and there's Owen Kloosterboer meeting the running back on that one. They handed it off, and he was in the backfield and took him down. And it was in the hands of Brian Kastner, but Kloosterboer there with a tackle. They're going to lose a couple on that. Makes it a second down, maybe about 13 to go for a first down. 2:30, and finally the clock moving. I don't think I've actually seen it move. Every time it's always kind of stopped somewhere after a penalty. A lot of penalties in the first quarter. And ball sitting way back at about the 8-yard line of Mauston. So they're in a little trouble right now. Time is running down here in the first quarter. And this is taken around the right side, and they get some of those yards back. Nice run around the right side from Logan Harrison before he's tripped up. Keep on looking for a pink flag on the ground after every play because we've seen so many of them. But he had a nice carry there of about 7, 8 yards on the play. 6 or 7. 6 or 7, I don't know, on that one. He's at a third down, about 5 yards to go. 1:35 and counting down in the quarter. A couple receivers out to the left, 2 out to the right. Very similar set as Waupun uses. The only team that does that besides Waupun in the conference. Everybody else is pretty much set for being a running team. The ball is thrown up and somehow caught. Waupun defender took a swipe. Kuntz took a swipe at it, and they goes out in the hands of Andrew Dillon. A swing and a miss on that by Kuntz. He had him, got his hand there, and he just kind of shakes his head like, how did I miss that? Got past his hands and right in the hands of Andrew Dillon. Now a first down for the Golden Eagles. 1:09 and counting down here in the first quarter. Waupun's showing a few holes on their defense, especially their pass defense so far here in the ball game. Had some success the Golden Eagles have against the Waupun secondary so far here in the ball game. Byers gets the snap, looking up the field, and throwing one down, and he has a receiver. That was pretty tightly covered on that one. Good job by Waupun's defender back there, Mr. Hayden Gibbs. Wonder if he had any family from Princeton, Minnesota that might come down. This is at least closer. Wouldn't you come down this road anyway if it was in Waupun? You could have just came right down here, and you would have had a shorter trip from up by the Minneapolis area from Princeton to come see Hayden play. Got to meet Karen's brother. I got to meet Karen's mom and dad's. Very nice people. Glad to have them in Waupun. Here we go. Byers looking up the field. And that one is just going to be over the head of Waupun's defender back there, Zeke Montanez back there. Overshoots the receiver by quite a bit. 3 defenders back there for Waupun. That just was not going to happen. Makes it a 3rd down and 10 now. The clock stopped at 27 seconds. Still in the first quarter. Like I said, it's been taking forever here to get through this first quarter. But a lot of action early in that quarter. 11:03 in the quarter, or just into the ball game, 57 seconds in. It was a 42-yard touchdown run from Graham Gopal, and after he just got done running another play of 25 yards. So he's racking up the rushing yards just on 2 carries so far. And then, of course, Chase Bean with a 51-yard touchdown run. That was a man's run, just knocking people over all along the way. Byers looking to pass, and he gets out of some trouble. Thirk just missed him. There goes Byers around the right side, cuts and finishes hard. Nice finish on that one from Byers, but it runs into the Waupun defense with Graham Gopal and getting the tackle, but he's still going to come up short. It'll be a 4th down and about 2 yards to go with the ball now at the 43-yard line of the Golden Eagles. Nice escapability there by Byers to get away. Isaiah Thirk looked like he had him, and he got away from him. Got himself a nice gain, and now a 4th down and 2. So a big play here for the Golden Eagles. This clock is ticking down. Are they going to get this off? They look like they want to get it off before 1 second, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Waupun leading now 16-0. And we'll be back with the second quarter of action live from Mauston High School in just a minute on Radio Plus Sports.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Chronic pain sufferers, listen up. If you're suffering from pain due to injury or illness, and the options you've tried have failed to alleviate your pain, or surgery has been recommended, you may be wondering if you've run out of options. If so, regenerative medicine may be your answer. At New Medical Center, we use a variety of alternative treatments designed to harness your own body's ability to heal. Rather than covering up your pain, regenerative medicine goes right to the source to resolve and repair the injury. Instead of using harmful drugs to mask your pain or having risky surgery that can cause additional injury and increase your chance of arthritis, regenerative medicine helps your body repair the damage that causes pain. Don't let pain compromise your favorite hobbies and activities, leaving you crippled and desperate for help. Thousands of people have found relief with regenerative medicine, and you can too. Call the experts at New Medical Center to get an appointment today. New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or check us out on the web at www.newmedicalctr.com.
Okay, we did miss that play, but it was a mishandled ball in the backfield, and just jumping on the ball was running back. Maybe Steinke on that one, and Waupun jumps on the top of the Eagle defender, and Waupun will get it back and down. So a nice job, Waupun, covering that mishandled ball by the Golden Eagles. Here we go, Waupun with a short field now, with the ball sitting at the Golden Eagles' 39-yard line. I've decided to dedicate my day tomorrow trying to find Randy Armstrong, see if I can find him somewhere. We might have to go to the far reaches of Wisconsin, maybe up in Door County, see if we can find him somewhere. Graham Gopalin gets a handoff, fighting there, maybe gets himself about 2 yards on the play before he's taken to the ground, and the tackle by Kyler Worster. Graham, he don't give up. He keeps on moving, is kicking his feet yet. Put the ball inside the 43-yard line. So about a 2-yard gain on that one from Graham. Sitting at the 37-yard line of Mauston. Second down and 8 yards to go. See a Timon Alsma in there, loads up the right side now in as a receiver for Waupun. Beam with it, looking to the right side. And he gets it over to Alsma, and that's going to be incomplete. Looks like he had to kind of jump for it, maybe had to back up and out of bounds over there. So an incomplete pass makes it a 3rd down and 8. Andy Walker says, yes, we are watching in Princeton. I don't know if it was Andy I met last week. Not saying anything, but it's the first time I've seen Andy, at least Karen's brother, at the game, and that's a game we lost. So I'm not sure if that means anything or not, but I don't think it does. We still invite you to come back to Waupun anytime. Waupun loading up the left side now with Logan Prawl in motion. Beam goes back, looks up the field. That one's going to be shot right between a bunch of players out there. 2 receivers in the same area, Alsma and Logan Prawl. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure that's not what they wanted as the routes to run in the exact same area on that one. It just kind of shoots harmlessly between some defenders and not in the hands of the offensive players. So it makes it a 4th down and 8 yards to go. Just under 11 minutes to play here in the first half. And I believe we have a timeout on the field. So we'll do the same back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
The Gear Up for Fall sale going on now through September 30th on the SUV 590M model. Save $2,000. See Baldwin Implement in Waupun and Beaver Dam. Your full-line John Deere dealer today for all the details.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Hey, we are back. Beam goes off to the left. Nobody to throw it to down there trying in that 4th down play. You missed a couple. We got to do something different here, but our commercial break should only be 30s from now on because we missed 2 4th down plays already. Beam tried to go off to the left. He gained about 3 yards on the play, maybe 4 yards on the play. And there's a flag on the play, and actually maybe is there a horse collar at the end of that? I'm not sure. It looks like they kind of took him back. I'm not sure what they're going to call. I haven't seen an official call from the lead official right now. I see Beam coming back on the field. I'm trying to look for who's coming out here for Waupun right now. I'm standing around out there, but no call showing. And where they're going to put the football? I mean, what's going on here? Yeah, well, Joe, the AD, just let me know that there were a little confusion with Mason Byer. Someone told me that he's going to be number 1 in the game, but that was last week. They had actually cut his jersey off because he was taken away in an ambulance last week. And here he is playing a pretty nice game against Waupun. Just can't quite get those connections when they need it. It'll be a penalty on the Golden Eagles, but they will get the ball back, getting it back on downs, and it's going to put them – and some of these penalties have really been hurting Mauston. They had the ball up to about the 40-yard line in that first quarter, and with 2 personal fouls, took it back to about the 10-yard line. It was just crazy, the penalties they've had that have really hurt them. And now the ball sitting back deeper in their territory at the 19-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Mauston territory. Ball thrown off to the left in the hands of Dillon. And looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage on that. Nice job closing in on that over there. Good tackle by Jack Toutant over in that area. Pond's got some big guys. He's got some nice big football-looking guys, and it's been some seasons since we had guys that were that impressive up there. Andrew Gishwind, he's 6'4", about 250. Jack Toutant, 6'2", 205 up there. Got Isaiah Thurk up there in the defensive line. Isaiah Thurk is 6'4", 240 pounds. Of course, you got the big O up there. And Owen's just a big dude. He is 6'4", 215 pounds. And a lot of beef on the line for Waupun. 2nd down and 10 yards to go now for the Golden Eagles. Myers goes back, throws it over the middle, and that one, through the hands of Graham Gopal, and mad at himself for not hauling that in. He jumped the route on that one at about the 29-yard line. It goes right through his hands, and incomplete pass makes it a 3rd down and 10 with exactly 10 minutes left here in the half. A 16-0 lead for Waupun. Not a couple big moments here for Waupun early in the quarter, but otherwise not really a lot of action going on for either teams. Got some good defensive plays. Pond comes up short on their 4th down play that they ran and had to turn the ball over on downs. 3rd down and 10 now with that ball again sitting at the 19-yard line. We got another timeout on the field. Back in 30 seconds with more Waupun Warrior football after this Golden Eagle timeout on Radio Plus Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back. We didn't miss anything on this one. We got 10 minutes left. Pat Toutant, Paul and Pat Toutant are watching from Hayward, Wisconsin. I saw an HA on there. I thought maybe they were in Hawaii too, just like some other people I know. But no, they're up in Hayward, Wisconsin. Go Warriors! And they love my presenting of the game today. So thanks a lot to Paul and Pat and tuning in. Anybody else watching with you up there? You got a whole family of people, or just a little getaway for Pat and Paul up there, their little honeymoon cabin. You know what's happening up there in the North Woods. So it makes a 3rd down and 10 yards to go. After that Mauston timeout. We need to play ball again. 10 minutes left. These quarters of this game has been going very slow, and then we've got Waupun taking a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Another timeout on the field. Not sure what they saw with Waupun's defense, but they decided to take a timeout. So that's just their first timeout that Waupun has taken. Golden Eagles have used theirs up here in the half. Yeah, Waupun, again, trying to make a statement here against the Golden Eagles. They got to look strong. Like I said, I talked to Coach Adrian Harmson, and he mentioned that you got to look really good these last 2 games. You can't just win them. You got to look really impressive winning them. And he said they could finish with a seeding of anywhere from 3rd to 7th seed in their part of the regional. So they definitely want to be in the, that number 3 or 4 seed at the very least, if not better than that, because they could very well end the season sitting at 8-1. But maybe strength of schedule for the Waupun Warriors in this conference is considered a little bit weak. Some good teams with Waupun and Berlin in their improving Ripon team. It's got 3 wins, sitting in 3rd place, along with Wisconsin Dells. I think we're going to get this play off, I think. A 3rd down and 10, and then Byers back, scrambling off to his left now, being chased by a couple of the big Warrior linemen. I see hot on his heels with Jack Toutant, along with Owen Kloosterboer, and he runs out of bounds, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards on the play, maybe right around the 21-yard line. Be a fourth down and about 8 yards to go, and it looks like they got the punting squad coming in. 9:52 left in the half. Like I said, this game's just kind of crawling along here. Anybody watch that Brewer game yesterday? That was not much to watch. I think the Brewers in trouble right now. They had to really burn up some pitchers, and I don't know why they didn't save Freddie Peralta for the game tomorrow, where he pitches better in Milwaukee. Yeah, they're going to punt it away, and Gopalin kind of shoots him a little bit. Takes a good bounce for the Golden Eagles, and then Gopalin is breaks some tackles, still on his feet, dancing all. How did he get away? They got him by the shirt tail now, and now finally take him down. But that is one slippery little fish out there with Graham Gopalin. You never know. He can take nothing and turn it into something, but that time they finally reeled him in. They give these fishing terminology for the Teutons up there, because I know they do a lot of fishing. You know, people that fish, they don't understand going to fish fries either. I mentioned fish fries. They say, why would you go and pay all that money for a fish fry, is what their thought process is, because they've all got freezers full of fish, and they just cook them up themselves with their special recipes. So you ask a fisherman, they go, why would you go out and pay money for a fish fry when you just go out and catch one? There's plenty of lakes around here, and do your own little fish fry. 1st and 10 now, ball at the 40-yard line of the Waupun side of the field. They're leading 16-0, and pitch it out over to Gopalin around the right side. Kind of gets cut off there, and he's going to get himself maybe a yard on the play. Looked like they're going to get him in the backfield, but just keeps those feet dancing out there and get something positive out of it. Give about a yard on the play on that one for Gopalin. He had 67 yards rushing in the first quarter, just on 2 carries, but now he's got exactly 70 on 2 carries. He's got 3 yards. So they've been doing a lot better job on Graham, corralling him in and keeping him by committee, kind of in that area. I see Liam Hopp out there right in front of me. Wide receiver on the left side. Isaiah Thurk in motion over to the right side to load up that side. And Beam got good thought of kind of a broken play, but Beam's on his feet yet. He's got a first down, still on his feet, past all the defenders, and he's going to take it all the way to the 10, to the 5, and touchdown, Chase Beam on a broken play. And that is about a 59-yard touchdown run for Chase Beam. He's going to pitch it off to the right. Well, Graham was on the left side of him, and he goes, well, I better take this thing, tuck it in. And next thing you know, he was past everybody, and that shows some great wheels on that one from Chase Beam. He's got a 51-yard touchdown run and a 59-yard touchdown run now for Waupun. That's a big boy that can move up the field. Didn't have to run anybody over that time, but again, Chase getting it done with his legs here more in the ball game than with his arm. And Chase with more than 5,000 yards of passing in his football career for Waupun. But thrust into having to run the ball again. So Waupun leading now 22-0, again going for a 2-point conversion. See if they load the big tight ends on either side of the quarterback. They are. Third and Klustebor, and going under center now is Beam, and he's just going to go in. Not really a tush push, nobody behind him pushing him in, but you got those tight ends on either side, and Chase Beam takes it in the end zone. But I see one of the Waupun defenders still on the ground right now and maybe getting hurt on that one, and that looks like a Noah Gould, their center, and they can't afford to lose Noah. What a valuable guy in that offensive line for Waupun, and he's in some pain right now. Waupun does get the 2-point conversion, but they lead now 24-0. And Noah Gould sitting on the field right now. He was right in the middle of that big push into the end zone, and he is in some pain. Let's take a timeout right now. We'll take an injury timeout. Waupun leading 24-0. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Hi, it's Dr. Randy with New Medical Center. Are you struggling with your weight? Tired of diets that just make you hungry? Maybe it's time to try something new. By now, most of you have heard about semaglutide and tirzepatide, the amazing new weight loss drugs that are sweeping across the country and helping thousands of people just like you successfully lose unwanted pounds. Well, wait no more. NewMed Integrated Healthcare has got you covered. Don't be fooled by expensive online plans with no direct medical supervision. New Medical Center's program is affordable and provides you with all the personalized support you need to succeed. Get started now and eliminate your cravings, decrease your appetite, and start losing those pounds. Take it from me, it's easier than you think. How do I know? Because I lost 50 pounds last year using this very program, and I've kept it off. Let the team at New Medical Center help you get the weight loss results you desire and deserve. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 to get started now, or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
At John Deere, advanced features like Auto Connect decks make switching out attachments simple. Superior maneuverability gets you in and out of tight spaces, and our dependable lift capacity makes tough jobs easy. As for the other guys, well, let's just say they couldn't stack up. At John Deere, every day we prove the difference is more than paint deep. Gear up for fall sale now through September 30th. Cash discounts on select models. See Ballwig Implement in Waupun and Beaver Dam, your full-line John Deere dealer, for all the details.
Okay, we are back, but yeah, that's something you don't want to see. Your center, who's been rock solid, and it's not an easy position having to block, but also you got a quarterback that's always back in the shotgun. And I've only seen maybe one bad snap out of Noah out of all the games I've seen this season. And on that two-point conversion, he came up good. He was definitely in some pain, and he got off on his own power, but he was definitely limping off the field, so hopefully he'll be all right. Waupun now leading 24-0 with 8:30 and counting down here in the ball game. Ball's taken right around the 10-yard line and trying to bust through there. Nice hard run there by Kaylor Trost. Gets it up to right around the 30-yard line. I think they're going to give him, and that's where the Golden Eagles will start on this drive. 24-0 Waupun with over 8 minutes to go here in the first half of action. See Brennan Huff checking in. Let's go Warriors. Hit him hard. How do you get those black and yellow or black and gold hearts? Those look good on there for their love of the Waupun football team. So again, those four receivers all split out, two on each side now for Mauston, and a little pitch forward, and that one hauled in eventually. Kind of off the chest of the running back, Brian Kastner, straight away from the quarterback, Mason Byers. Pops in the air, and he hauls it back in and gets himself almost an 11-yard carry on that one. So a good job by Brian Kastner to haul it back in and get himself a first down. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Waupun again on the road at Mauston tonight, leading now 24-0. Sitting right around that 200, low 200 mark for viewers here, at least computers that are logged in, and each one of those logins probably has at least a couple of people, if not more, watching the game. So thanks for cheering on your Waupun Warriors. Byers back to pass, looks off to the right side. He's got a receiver open, and that, oh man, for Golden Eagles, right in the hands of Logan Harrison, who sped past the defenders back there, and it goes right off his chest and on the ground, and he could have possibly been gone after that one. That's a real bad miss there by the intended receiver, Logan Harrison, down the field. He was past a couple of the defenders back there. Waupun dodged a bullet on that one. A few things to work on defensively in Waupun's defensive backfield. They've had too many receivers getting open and blowing by them to get past them, and luckily some drop balls have kept them from. There's one that was in the end zone that receiver missed there. Second down and 10. Ball still at the Mauston 40-yard line. Going to pass it off over to the left side. That is complete in the hands of Eli Rader, and he's taken down after about a 4-yard gain up to the 45. Coons over there in that area. Sheridan over there too. Looks like a little dinged up to Sheridan, kind of holding his hand a little bit. Graham Gopalin in that area, but Mal Sheridan in some pain right now for Waupun, standing at the 50-yard line. I think he's going to be taken out, and coming in for him will be Timon Alsma playing over on that side. Kind of holding his left arm pretty gingerly is Sheridan. He's heading over to be looked at. Under 7 to play now in the half. Waupun leading 24-0. Couple long touchdown runs for Chase Beam and another long touchdown run for Waupun's Graham Gopalin. And that one is loose, and that's going to count that as maybe a forward pass and just an incomplete pass. That's going to make it now 4th down and 5 yards to go. And the ball sitting at just past the 45-yard line. TV Vid Pro. What smart TVs, Steve? Yeah, I love having all the people all tuned in right now. I like the people that are sitting outside, have the outside TVs in their garage or sitting by the bonfire. I've heard a lot of that from people. To our mail lady, they'll always make sure that she lets us know we watch it. She watches all the games on Friday nights. That one's going to get tipped up. A good rush there by Waupun, maybe off the hands of Owen Klustebor on that one, along with his big defensive line mate Jack Touton. Both of those guys in on that one, pressuring the quarterback. And Waupun will get the ball back at the 45-yard line of Mauston, taking it over with 6:40 left here in the first half. Got some volleyball coming your way next week. I'll have to find out if that's Tuesday or Thursday, but Waupun volleyball tied for first place now in the Capital North Conference. Totally different conference. Well, this is the only Waupun team that's in this conference, the South Central Conference. It's totally different than any other sport. But the conference that we're in mostly for basketball, for volleyball, baseball will be the Capital North Conference. Goes Gopalin with it, breaks some tackles, keeps on shuffling those feet and gets himself up to about the 40-yard line. And they're getting the names right because I went through the names with the PA announcer here, so I had to make sure it's Gopalin, not Gopalin or anything like that. And they're doing a great job. Got a good experienced PA announcer. Like I said, good people here. They've treated us very kindly coming into to Mauston. And I said I'd even show their band at halftime a little bit on their celebration that they have going on here tonight at Mauston. Nothing but a positive experience here, especially for Waupun with your teams leading 24-0. Beam looks off to his right, throws it up the middle, gets in the hands of Del Ponte, breaks some tackles and takes it up to about the 15-yard line. So that's about a 25-yard reception there for Del Ponte. So first down for Waupun, getting all the way down to the 15-yard line. He's going to pick up 25 yards actually on that reception. So here we go, Waupun on the move right now. Beam going back to pass, looks to the right side. Oh, he overshoots Del Ponte. It was all alone over about the 10-yard line there, but overshoots him. Incomplete pass will stop the clock at 5:37. Doing my best on keeping stats, and we'll have some stats for you at halftime if they add things up. But Randy does a good job. He was not a stat guy. When I first put Randy on, he was not. He was an anti-stat guy at that time. I had Dave Gove with me, and that guy, he loved his numbers, and right from day one, he was a good stat person out there. But Randy, a little reluctant in the beginning, became a really good stat guy. He's always within like a yard of what they officially have. You know, he's got to make sure that he says they're unofficial stats, but now I count those as official when Randy does them. Beam with it, looks over the middle, and that one is complete in the hands. Touchdown for Logan Prawl, and Waupun now takes a 30-0 lead. They just find Logan Prawl up the middle, and he puts it in from 15 yards out. Logan Prawl inching his way towards 1,000 yards. He would have had it earlier when he ran about a 74-yard, caught a 74-yard touchdown reception, but that one got called back. So that one went for naught, but that's 15 yards for Logan Prawl. And Waupun now leading 30-0, again going for the 2-point conversion, being back in the shotgun right now for Waupun. And get your big old tight ends next to you on either side. And Beam's just going to take it in. Nice job there for Waupun. And they get the 2-point conversion. Waupun now leads 32-0. And we'll be back in just 30 seconds with more Waupun Warrior football on Radio Plus Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
And welcome back. Steve Witterhack with you. And I looked at center two for Waupun, and I believe I just thought about it last second with Noah Gould going out injured before. And I believe that was as center Braden Krause in on that. So, like I said, we'll hopefully get an update from the coaches after their halftime gathering, talking about this long first half. It's only been going on for an hour and 7 minutes, so that's not too bad. But 5:30 left. We've got a ways to go. This half is not over, but Waupun leading now 32-0. A little low line drive kick is going to be taken right around the 13-yard line. Picked up by Trost, and he's going to get taken down right around the 19 or 20-yard line. So that's where the Golden Eagles will take over. Brandon Huff said that's what goes on when you throw to Logan Prawl out there. He's going to get it, and he's going to usually find his way in the end zone. I don't care where you are in the field, man. He's just got some gifts out there. He is a great, confident runner out there, great footwork. He said his dad put him through all these speed, foot quickness drills when he as a young kid already, and that is paying huge dividends for Waupun football. And fun to watch him once he gets the football, along with Graham Gopal and so many of the Warriors. Those guys know how to finish a catch, a lot of yards after the catch. Flag on the play, and that's going to move them back 5 yards. Yeah, they couldn't play with 12. They said they can't do that, so they'll move them back 5 yards back to right around the 15-yard line. Yeah, penalty flag, not a friend of the Golden Eagles here. They've had some very, very costly penalties in this ball game, and some very costly drop passes in this ball game. Pass out to the right side. That one's a little low on that pass attempt over there, trying to find Trost, but undershoots him on that one. Jason Whitford also saying go Warriors. But anything that goes on in Waupun, you'll see Jason there. He's a good Waupun community supporter and sports supporter and event supporter out there. So, Jason, thanks for joining us. Is that just one of the 214 computers that are logged on? One of those is mine, actually, because I've been using all the juice up on my phone, and I don't have a recharging cord after that, so it could be a lonely ride home with no one to talk to. I have to go buy a cord at one of the gas stations on the way home. 5:20 left in the half. Second down and 15 to go now for the Golden Eagles. Byers goes back. He's going to float one up there, and that one should be hauled in. It is. Logan Prawl picks it off right around the 32-yard line. Cutting around, still on his feet, trying to work his way into the end zone, and that is in the end zone. Prawl takes it, a 32-yard pick six for Logan Prawl. Just cuts in front of the intended receiver, hauls it in, and Waupun continues the onslaught here against the Golden Eagles, now leading 38-0. You said you get it to Logan, you get it in space at all, and then he had to fight for that. That just shows his strength at the end. Just taking the pile right in the end zone. He said he was not going to be denied. He just took it in there. So nice job there by Logan Prawl. I just give him the ball somewhere. You give him space, and he's gonna make things happen. Fun guy to watch. He was just in the end zone about 25 seconds ago. It's 5:05 left in the half. His touchdown from 15 yards out was with 5:30 left in the half. Beam's going to try to go around the right side, pitches it out to Graham Gopal for the 2-point conversion, and he is in. Pond just continues to add on here. Now they lead 40-0 with 5:05 left here in the half. Take a break, back with more Waupun Warrior football after this on Radio Plus Sports.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just four walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Okay, we are back. Hey, Josh Navis checking in. Waupun state champion softball coach Josh Navis. What a great machine Waupun has with their softball program. We are so blessed. You know, being a radio person, doing games, it's only fun if you're calling the games of the teams that win all the time. That makes it fun in Waupun. I've been blessed in Waupun with great volleyball teams, baseball and softball, always traditionally every year very good teams toward the top of the conference, if not some state championships in there. Very competitive in state championship of the basketball teams that I've got to call games for. And that kickoff was taken back to about the 36-yard line. So I want to thank Waupun Athletics just for giving me a very nice career. I've been doing games since 1992. And when Waupun started getting close to getting, they are winding the clock right now to, because usually they don't do it till the second half with that. But 40-0. It was supposed to be a 35-0, I thought, in the second half. But right now they're winding it up already. Ball sitting now at the 36-yard line. But like I said, I've been very fortunate with all the great sports I got to call. Every state championship, team state championship besides the girls hockey that they have on that big board in Waupun's gym, I've called those games. All the ones since about 1993, the first volleyball, the first of 11 state championships. I was at all those. Just doing a little reports here and there to be because brave enough. A little trickery on this one, throwing it up the field. Another picked off pass, and guess who's got it again? Logan Prawl takes it at about the 47-yard line. This time they get him. And looks like maybe a personal foul at the end of that one. I don't know. Logan Prawl with his second interception of the ball game. Took up the 47 and taken down right around the 35 or 36-yard line. And we're going to say a hold on Waupun with that one on the return for Logan Prawl. But again, I was just surprised that he went down after that. I thought he's going to be in the end zone again. You just don't. He's just one of those athletes that any given play, he couldn't take it to the house. They call a hold on Waupun, but again, another interception. They get it back with a 3:22, and they're keeping the clock winding. This is going to be as slow as the first half was. The second half is going to be very fast. So Waupun's going to get it back with 3:13, and the clock is running right now. Yeah, and they want Pirates. I guess that's to raise the roof. He wants the crowd to start cheering here. The roof is on fire. Oh, boy. We could get a little punchy coming up here in the second half, but it's first and 10 for Waupun. Liam Hoppy in motion, along with Del Ponte, and closing up those wide receivers on both sides. Beam fake hands-off and looking way down the field, trying to find Liam Hopp, and that one's going to overshoot him by about 2 or 3 yards. Howdy Potrats said, keep it going, Warriors. I was hoping I'd hear from Landon, the Potrats, but he already had plans. Those college kids, he's kept himself busy every Friday night during the football season for these high school years. The guy that joined me last week and did a great job, but I asked him last week, you want to join me? I knew that Randy was not going to be here, and got plans. So I would say, yeah, I would do exactly what he did. Go with your plans. I'm sure you're having a good time tonight. Under 2 to play. Beam going back to pass on a 2nd down and 10. He finds Isaiah Thurk on his feet past the 40. Kind of getting taken down hard at the end of that play up to about the 32-yard line. So Isaiah Thurk with a reception. So he's going to pick up maybe about 17 yards on the play up to the 31-yard line. A lot of guys getting involved in the passing game here. Fake handoff, and this time they're going to give the ball over to Graham Gopal, and he's going to get taken down after about a 2-yard gain on the play. We're down to 1:15 left in the half. Waupun's going to take a timeout. They'll try to get another score here before halftime as Pollen gets himself up to about the almost a 28-yard line. Yards a little harder for Graham here in the second half. He had that carry of 25 yards early in that first minute, and then a 42-yard touchdown after that. And then those were his 2 carries. So already he had 67 yards at that time. Now he's had 4 carries here in the second half, 1 of 2, 1 of 1, 1 of 5, and 1 of 3. So he's got 11 yards carrying in here in the second half. Well, probably getting a lot of things done through the air. Unless you're Chase Beam, then you just, should I throw a touchdown or should I just run for a touchdown? He's ran for 110 yards, 114 yards he's got rushing in the ball game. 2 of those runs, one was a 59-yard touchdown run, the other one a 51-yard touchdown run. So Chase Beam, man, you get a guy that size that can move as good as he can, and he'll run you over or he'll run right past you. And with the speed here in this ball game a couple times for some long touchdown runs. Pond loads up the left side now with trips. Beam goes back to pass, being rushed. Looks up the field, gets into Graham Gopal and has it at about the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds to stop the clock. Well, they don't stop the clock because it's running clock, so that did not. Takes it from the 31 down to right around the 15-yard line, so a 16-yard reception there for Graham, and then the little run around the left side, and that is a touchdown for Waupun. Completion in the hands of Logan Prawl over on that left side from 15 yards out. Nice little pass off to the left side. Nice with the replay that I have because there's a little delay in there, so I got to see it. It's my extreme vision over in the left side. 15-yard touchdown reception there for Logan. Second time he scored from that distance here in the ball game. Both for touchdowns. Waupun again going for the 2-point conversion, leading now 46-0 with 43 seconds left here in the first half. Same formation they use every time on the 2-point conversions. Bookends of the 2 big tight ends. And Beam's going to fake handoff and look into the back corner of the end zone. And he finds, looks like Owen Klusterborg back there and gets a 2-point conversion.
Pass is complete from Chase Beam.
Klusterborg gets that. Waupun perfect on their 2-point conversion. They lead this game now 48-0. And we're going to keep it right here. We're going to come back. We'll talk about the first half. See if I can make any kind of sense of the stats that I have in front of me right now, but try to make it into something. And take a look at all the scoring Waupun had in that first half. It's just crazy, leading now 48-0. 43 seconds left yet in the half, but kind of slow. Waupun got those 2 touchdowns early in the first quarter of action, and then it was kind of quiet after that. That actually ended at 16-0 after 1 quarter, but now Waupun now with 4 touchdowns, ball with 2-point conversions. And they're just stacking on the points right now. Now leading 48-0. Now 32 points here in the second quarter for Waupun. They'll kick it away here with 43 seconds left. A little short kick that'll land at the 35 and roll. And it's like Trost has got it and breaks a few tackles before he's finally taken down by Landon Larson. Wraps him up at about the 42-yard line. That'll keep the clock moving, so we'll see if they even want to run another play here before halftime. They have no timeouts left. I don't know. They used their timeouts earlier, so they maybe will go to the line and try for one long play here, but don't seem to be in too much of a hurry right now. At the 45 of the Golden Eagles, Trost gets it. He ends up dropping the ball over on that right side, and that'll run the clock out. And that is how We're going to end the first half. Waupun with a 48-0 lead. And we'll be back and talk about the first half of action here at Mauston right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
The Gear Up for Fall sale going on now through September 30th on the SUV 590M model. Save $2,000. See Baldwin Implement in Waupun and Beaver Dam, your full-line John Deere dealer today for all the details.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
We back yet? Okay, we've got the Cheesehead Mauston band right now playing a little Star Wars. They even got some battles going on out there with the lightsabers. I told their AD, Joe, that we would put a little bit of that. So let's just watch the Mauston band. Then we'll talk about the first half and all the scoring that Waupun did in a 48-0 lead at halftime. And here's the Mauston band. Again, a Star Wars theme they got going on here at Mauston. I'm Steve Witterhack. Waupun leading 48-0 here at halftime at Mauston High School. We've got some dead lightsabers and victory at the end there in the band. Great job here at Mauston. Again, having a good time here tonight. The youth football night they had here. And again, having some fun here at Mauston. Even though their team right now is down 48-0. And Waupun scored early and often in that beginning of the ball game with 11:03 left in the first quarter. Just 57 seconds into the game. It was a 42-yard touchdown run from Graham Gopalin. He ran in for the 2-point conversion too. Waupun led 8-0 at that time with 5:44 left in the first quarter of action. It was a 51-yard touchdown run from Chase Beam. And the 2-point conversion again good from Graham Gopalin made it 16-0. And not much happened after that except for a lot of penalty flags, and it took forever to get that first quarter done. But it was 16-0 at the end of one quarter of play. But then the real scoring began here for Waupun in the second quarter. He got 4 touchdowns. They scored 32 points. And again, lead 48-0. But with 8:31 left in the half, it was a 59-yard touchdown run again from Chase Beam. He was at a 51-yard touchdown run and a 59-yard touchdown run. And that one he kind of just a kind of a broken play on that one. He's going to pitch it off to the right. Well, nobody there to pitch it to. Graham was going on the left side of him. And Chase says, I'm going to tuck it in. And he just exploded through the line. And before you knew it, about 20 yards up the field, he was past everybody, and nobody was going to catch him. And he took it in. But again, Chase Beam showing his speed here in the ball game, besides his very good arm. 2-point conversion good after that touchdown with 8:31 left in the first half. 24-0 Waupun, and with 5:30 left in the half, then Logan Prawl got into the act for Waupun. A 15-yard touchdown reception, 2-point conversion good with Chase Beam, 32-0. For that, and only about 25 seconds later, Logan Prawl again finding himself in the end zone now with a pick 6 from 32 yards out. 2-point conversion good. Graham Gopalin with that again, and made it 40-0 at that time. And then with 43 seconds left, Waupun getting it back again. A 15-yard touchdown reception from Logan Prawl again, his second touchdown of the half. A receiving touchdown, and he did receive one, but that one was pick 6. But he had the last 3 touchdowns. 2-point conversion good, and to Waupun perfect on their 2-point conversions in the half. Lead this game 48-0 at halftime. So again, impressive first half here for Waupun. We have to maybe get an update and find out how their center Noah Gould is. He had to be helped off the field in that second quarter, and that would be a major loss. Noah, just a talented, reliable, dependable guy at that center position for Waupun. So we're hoping Noah is all right, but I'll see if I can catch some of the coaches that come back up here in the booth and get an update on Noah Gould and what's happening with them. Maybe one thing you can kind of say about Waupun, negatively, once in a while letting some receivers easily get by him, just running right past some of the defensive backs there, and they had some big opportunities that they couldn't capitalize on. But they did get, some guys that got by him, and luckily that they did not get the receptions on the end of that. And Waupun dodged a bullet with some of those things. A lot of penalties that kind of slowed down the drives also for the Golden Eagles that hurt them. But they had some bright moments too, did Mauston in that first half. We're going to take a break right now, come back in a few minutes and take a look at the supposed stats here from the first half. I'll have those for you coming your way. Waupun with a 48-0 lead at halftime. Back with more of the halftime show right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Ballweg Implement is your John Deere Gator headquarters with a full inventory of new and used John Deere Gators. Gear up for their fall sale now through September 30th. Cash discounts on select models. See Ballweg Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer for all the details. And spruce up your Gator with attachments like a front hood rack or add an electric dump box. Ballweg Implement in Waupun and Beaver Dam, they're your full-line John Deere dealer and John Deere Gator headquarters.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Trying to catch a little bit more of the Mauston band. They're going to go into another song here. They played a Billie Eilish song, which probably were surprised that I would know that that's Billie Eilish song that they just played here. But again, a special night here at the Mauston, kind of featuring the band. One positive thing that's happening, it's been a rough outing for the football team here. Jerry Miedema checking in with us too. Jerry, always love my conversations with Jerry at any of the our grandkids' sporting events out there. But that's nice having Jerry all logged in here. But we're going to go back and watch a little bit more of the band, and then we'll come back with some of those stats for you. And the Mauston Golden Eagle Band. Oh, is that for him? Oh. Okay, name that tune. Kobe, you know the song? Many years after, many lifetimes after Kobe was born, Gloria Gaynor and I will survive. The Mauston band. Let's kind of go through some stats right now as you can watch the band out there. But in the first half, Chase Beam with 120 yards passing. He got a lot of things done, not with just his arm, but also his legs out there. That 51-yard touchdown run, the 59-yard touchdown run, also a run of 4 yards. Ends up with 114 yards rushing, 120 yards passing. What a special athlete. It's fun watching Chase out there. He'll contribute so many different ways. Logan Prawl had a couple interceptions in that first half. Had himself a couple receiving touchdowns from 15 yards out. Also, he had the 32-yard pick six, so he's been in the end zone 3 times. The last 3 touchdowns for Waupun were Logan Prawl getting himself into the end zone. So another one of those special athletes for Waupun. Isaiah Thurk had a 16-yard reception in that first half. Had the nice reception, but took it way down the field. Got one knocked out of his hands in that first quarter of the ball game too. So he's had a couple catches so far in the game, but one got knocked out of his hands. Graham Gopalin getting it done on the ground, 78 yards rushing. 67 yards of those rushing yards in the first quarter. And Graham so far, he's been in the end zone a lot in the ball game. 1 touchdown so far in the ball game. But Graham has got, 4 of their 2-point conversions also. Yeah, just give it to him, let him dance around. And they got that tight formation with the 2 big tight ends on either side of the quarterback Chase Beam, and that's been pretty successful, really not just this game, but throughout the season, having that big beef on either side of a big quarterback, and you're just going to find a way into the end zone. Bowen Klustebor with a couple catches, one of 16, one of 17 yards in the game. Also, Caden Del Ponte with a 25-yard reception in the ball game. So, again, impressive game offensively for Waupun. A few things to work on defensively, I think, but otherwise just you got those big linemen chasing down the quarterback. Toutant doing a great job out there. You've got a big Owen Klustebor chasing the quarterback and making plays out there defensively. Isaiah Thurk also getting in numerous time in the ball game. And Wesley Kuntz is always just a good team effort. Just a few little lapses on their coverage out there. Other than that, I think Waupun has played a pretty dominating performance, obviously, when it's 48-0 at halftime. We'll take another break and come back with more of our halftime show and the second half coming your way here at Mauston High School. Waupun leading 48-0 over the Golden Eagles. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Okay, we are back with the Mauston Drumline having a little solo right now on their special night here. And the Golden Eagle School Song. Again, a domination by Waupun here to sort of set themselves up to go 7-1 on the season. Got a team that they should dominate, and they're going to have a team a little tougher coming up next week when they take on Wisconsin Dells. But still, like I said, not the strongest of the conferences in the South Central Conference, so you got to take advantage of the opportunities where you get pushed a little bit. To be able to get some respect from the pollsters out there, and we'll see what's going to happen here in about a week and a half, less than that, when they come up with the seedings for the postseason. They're almost up to the last game of the regular season, and I think that weekend right after they play that last game next week, Friday, they already go in and have the results and the pairings and the brackets all set up for the different divisions. So got to look impressive. Waupun looking impressive against a lesser team, and got to do the same thing against a little bit better opponent coming up next week with Wisconsin Dells, but we'll see what the pollsters say, and hopefully they're one of the top four in the seeding so they can host a game and make things happen over at Veterans Memorial Field. We're going to take another 2-minute break. Waupun leading 48-0. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
At Warner Harmson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit WarnerHarmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
You didn't have to get it now. I just only got it. Oh, boy. I owe him one for his birthday now. Okay, we are back for the second half. Waupun will kick off. 48-0. Their lead is a little pooch kick about the 35-yard line and still on their feet. Taking into Waupun territory. A good run back. He grabbed it right away and took it up the field and finally taken down. See where they say he went out. Maybe right around the 48, 49-yard line. Are they going to put it right? Let's see where they're going to put it. They're going to put it right at the 50. Maybe. I don't know. That's kind of one of those round off, I think. I thought he had it definitely on Waupun's side, but they're going to just round it off to the 50. A little cleaner right there, and that's where the Golden Eagles will start out, sitting at midfield. Yeah, the clock right away, the running, because it's a running clock when you're more than 35 points or more in the second half. In the third quarter, if they get within 35 again, they would stop it again. But if you get in the fourth quarter and you're up by 35, it'll stay going like that the rest of the game. And then we've got a timeout taken. Well, they threw a flag, and they're going to pick it up right now. They called a timeout before they get called for too much time. So they picked the flag up. Mauston, without running a play, has called a timeout already. I want to thank Kyle. He's going to get me a charger cord. That's going above and beyond. So I owe him something. I believe I had my birthday a couple of weeks ago that we celebrated. Now this is next week Friday. I think it'll be when we're at the Dells. It'll be Kyle's birthday. So I don't know what we'll do to celebrate that, but yeah, we're very fortunate. Malik and Kyle, unbelievable cameramen. They do a great job, and thanks a lot. So now we get someplace to plug it in. Yeah, there we go. Almost lost Kyle. So Kyle almost fell, but he actually went over to the van and got me my charger cord because I'm almost out of juice on, and I don't want to have phone silence on the way home. It's lonely on the way home. I've already got some snacks packed for my way home, and we'll be ready to go. So here we go. Not one play. They already called a timeout. Here we go. The Eagles with their first play of the second half. They're going to go deep on this one, and that one is a nice thrown ball, but Waupun closes in and breaks up with them. We've got a player holding his shoulder, the intended receiver. Man, I do not want to see another broken collarbone, but we got a player that definitely is holding his left shoulder. And that's how it happens. You come down on kind of your shoulder on the side, and that snaps that collarbone, which only takes 30 pounds of pressure to break a collarbone. Learned that in my days as in my other profession. You know, I did do time. I did 30 years in prison, 30 and a half years in prison, so I know all those little facts like that. But I did get to go home every day, so put that down here. But players getting up, but no, hopefully just holding that left arm a little bit, and hopefully he's all right. Oh, that's charging it up. So here we go. Hate to see that, but again, being very ginger with it, so hopefully he did not do anything with that collarbone. I've seen that happen way too many times. A couple of Waupun's players are out, and even an 8th grade player that went out with a broken collarbone, so that's been a kind of an epidemic on those this season. Like I said, very easy to do. So this is taking a long time here with the injuries, and it's down to 10:35, but over a minute and a half, and we've already only got one play in here in the second half, an incomplete pass, and they had him open. He was open for a second there, didn't grab it right away, and good job by Waupun's defense back there to close in and break that pass up. So Byers back to pass, looking off to the left side, and that is complete. Coons will take down the receiver over there, taking down Logan Harrison. Nice little slant off to the right side, and good connection. Byers has been, I tell you, as far as his accuracy passing, he's been pretty much spot on after some incomplete passes earlier. I don't think he started. It was Diego Flores. That was the quarterback to start with. It's about a 6-yard pickup on that one. Makes it a 3rd down and 4 yards to go with the ball sitting right around the 43-yard line. So thanks for joining us here tonight. All those computers logged on. Everybody tuned in on a Friday night. Getting a little cool here right now. Byers with a pass over the middle. He gets a 1st down in the hands, again, the reliable hands of Logan Harrison hauls it in. On that one, gets it inside the 40-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down for the Golden Eagles. And that's not a bad way to go, I think, if I was calling plays, just maybe some more of those little short, use those passes as a running game, just some short little passes up the field, and they've been finding some success with that. Under 9 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, thanks for joining us every Friday night. We love our big viewing audience out there. Don't forget, I've got some volleyball upon playing coming up next week. Disappointing loss over to Lake Mills, their last conference game, getting their first conference loss. It's going to be about a yard, maybe a 2-yard gain on that carry. Kastner with a carry on that one for the Golden Eagles. Makes it a 2nd down and about 9 yards to go. They're moving the ball out a little different. So that's about a 2-yard gain. They had it about a yard off on that one, and then they corrected it. It's at about the 36-yard line. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. And, same lineup. They've been in formation with 2 receivers left, 2 right. Byers back to pass again, looking up the right side of the field and going up and off his hands and incomplete. That was everything was good about that for the Golden Eagles, except for the pass not being hauled in by Logan Harrison. He went up, went after the ball like you're supposed to. You see Logan Prawl do that so many times. Those 50-50 balls, Logan will get those things like every time. Goes and grabs them like a basketball rebound, but Harrison did everything right, went up to try to grab it, but just didn't haul it in. 3rd down and almost 8 yards to go here for Mauston. The 2nd time I've been to Mauston. I was just here a few weeks ago to the gas station to get a breakfast sandwich on my way to go see a Winona State football game. This time they're going to give it to up the middle and to Kastner, and he's got himself up to about the 32-yard line, but it's going to be a 4th down and right around, 6, maybe 7 yards, 6 or 7, I don't know, yards to go. 1st down. Now maybe make it 5. He's at the 32-yard line. I'll do that one for my grandsons out there, and they know what I'm talking about if they happen to be watching right now. Don't have their nose in their phones right now, playing some games. 4th down and 5 with the ball sitting now at the 32-yard line. We're on the Waupun side of the field. 6:30 and counting down here in the 3rd quarter. Waupun up 48-0. Going to kind of lob one off over to the right side, and that one's going to fall harmlessly to the ground, and Waupun will get the ball back at about the 32-yard line on their side of the field. So Waupun defense holds up on that. Some drop passes there by the Golden Eagles, stalling that drive, and some great defense in the defensive backfield. Sandy DeMott checking in. Says, way to go, Warriors. Sandy, the maker of unbelievable cookies. I had some of her fireman's cookies at that Waupun Community Services open house they had this past Monday. And I said, where'd you buy those cookies from? To B.J. DeMeyer, fire chief. I think is his birthday today, or is that coming up this weekend? B.J.'s birthday. But they said my mom makes those, and they're unbelievable, professionally made cookies. Sandy, you do a good job on that. Great job on that. Being back to pass right now for the Warriors, looking way down the field, trying to find Owen Kloosteboer, goes back in. He gets it kind of knocked away from him, kind of battling and jousting with the defender back there. Jake Daniels right there, just got his hand in there to break that pass up. Yeah, like I said before, upon losing one of their key players with Noah Gould, I don't believe he's out there, and I think in place of him at center has been Braden Krause. We'll have to look on this snap on that one, but again, just on a 2-point conversion in that second quarter, Noah Gould going down, and that is Braden Krause. So hopefully Noah's all right. That's a key player for Waupun. You want a dependable center, and he's definitely the guy. But I think Krause's been doing a great job as he's come in here. Another good snap. Beam's going to get it. He's going to hang on to it. He's going to get taken down and whipped down to the ground. Nice tackle there by Kyler Worster. A little confusion on that one. Beam thinking now in an afterthought, maybe I should have pitched that one out, because he took a good hit on that one. He's going to lose some yards on the play. Yeah, Beam's been getting just big chunks of yards on his running so far, but that one, nowhere to go on that one. And a good play there by their big defensive lineman, Kyler Worster, 6'1", about 233, big man. That keeps on ticking, under 4 to play. Beam looking to pass now and looks up the field and finds Logan Prawl on the dead run, and he's going to score on that pass play from Chase Beam, and that is about a 71-yard touchdown pass for Waupun. And the streaking down that right sideline is Logan Prawl for a touchdown, Waupun. About 71 yards on that play. Put it right on the money, and Prawl already had the edge over there on the right side, just streaking down the sideline. Didn't have to slow down, didn't have to reach back for it, just caught it right in stride and took it right into the end zone from 71 yards out. That ball, flying about 40 yards down the field to catch him right on a dead run. Impressive stuff there. And that, by the way, puts Logan Prawl over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. He only needed 69. He just got, and he had in that first half, receiving-wise for Waupun, he had 30 yards receiving. So that puts him over 100 yards in this ball game. Chase Beam's going to just easily take it in, untouched into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So Waupun with 3:12 left here in the third quarter, leading now 56-0. Back with more Warrior football after this on Radio Plus Sports.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Okay, we are back. 3:12 left in the third quarter. Unsportsmanlike penalty on Waupun after that 2-point conversion. We'll make the kickoff back, put back at the 25-yard line. Don't forget, after the game, we'll definitely be talking to some of our players. I got to talk to Logan about getting that mark out there. We've got a few other players we'll probably be talking to for the Waupun Warriors. 56-0 Waupun. 3:12 left, and once they get the clock going, it'll keep on running. Kathy Fritz checking in. Congrats, Logan. Yeah, congrats. What a career. The marks that some of these players are setting right now for Waupun is just amazing. He's got himself over 100 yards passing in this game, but he's got over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. So that's a nice mark reception-wise for Logan Paul, and having himself a game. That's the fourth time he's been in the end zone. He scored the last 4 Waupun touchdowns. 2 receiving touchdowns, each one of those 15 yards out, and then he had that pick 6 from 32 yards out. He's had 2 interceptions in the ball game. And again, with some special athletes out there that are just fun to watch. It's fun to call a game. Yeah, we'll find a few people to get some interviews from when the game is done here today. Trying to get some extra help out there on pass coverage. Got some new players out there, too, getting some. We got an offsides on Waupun, getting a little antsy out there, and some of the defensive backs trying to find out if they're supposed to be covering that slot back or not. Not sure if Randy's tuned into this. He probably was earlier, but they're having a little getaway. He's been gone for a little over a week now and has got himself up in the thumb of Wisconsin, up in Door County. We're gonna join him. The wife and I, we're gonna hunt those guys down. See if I can get my first Barb and Randy sighting coming up. So is son Austin, his wife. Yeah, we're gonna hooking up with Austin and Paige and the bunch up there. Maybe Archer. We'll have Archer with them too. So the whole family will be there. And another nice tackle there from Isaiah Thurk. Getting in on one there. He's going to have some nice tackles and some nice moments in the ball game. Yeah, those guys are camping up in Door County. A little chilly tonight. I know it's a little chillier up when you get up by the bay up there and whatever area. I think they're a little north of where the big Pumpkin Patch Festival is going to be going on tomorrow. That'll bring thousands and thousands of people into that small little area, parking about 5 miles out of town, praying that a shuttle will come in to get us back into town. But it'll be a good time. It's going to be a great day, sunny and very fall-like. So a 2nd down and 5 yards to go. And a little crossing pattern right in the arms, a completed pass into Eli Rader, still on his feet yet. Finally taken down again. A little too easy there in the defensive backfield again for Waupun. Nice connection there, getting him right in stride to Eli Rader, and he's got himself deeper into Waupun territory. Down to about the 14-yard line. Down to 5 seconds. I'm going to see if they get this play going before the clock runs out. Down to 3, and they get it off just in time. And you may want to wait and talk about that just a little bit because that's an incomplete pass. And that is it for the third quarter. Waupun now with a 56-0 lead here after 3 quarters. Back right after this with more Warrior football on Radio Plus Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back for the fourth quarter, and teams heading down to the other side of the field. Mauston on a march right now. They decided, I'm not sure why they wanted to try to get that play in before. I think I would have went back and talked about it a little bit because they just threw the ball into nowhere on the field. Waupun's going to come up with a nice, impressive victory. We will get a few interviews on the field after this. And like I said, we'll talk to Logan Prawl after his big night here, getting in the end zone so many times. We'll be hunting down football players, and thanks to Paul Ramirez, I just give him the numbers, and he sends the guys over to me. A completed pass over on the right side in the hands of Harrison, and goes down the sideline, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown. Yeah, good play there on the right side. Mauston gets themselves on the scoreboard, now trailing 56-6, but just one of those moral victories that you don't get blanked here at your home field, especially on a special night like they had tonight. So a touchdown again by the Golden Eagles. They're going for 2 points. They got their passing game going. Some nice connections, some missed passes along the way, but also some nice connections. That one's thrown over the middle, and that is in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Just 11 seconds in here to the fourth quarter of action at Mauston. Yeah, we always write down exactly what we need, or what kind of router, how we get on the internet, and get the stuff uploaded back over to you so you can watch it at home. And definitely give a couple of thumbs up on our experience here. Pretty good size booth that we're in. I figured out after we had all the equipment right by the windows how to take the windows out here. So I'll remember that next time I come into this booth a couple years from now. But again, a nice place, a very friendly place to call a game here at Mauston. Waupun leading now 56-8. We got Kobe getting everything set up with the cordless microphone here, and I'll have to figure out a way how to get on the field. I'm not going to jump over any fences today. A pickleball injury has got me moving a little slow. But I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Waupun football with a very nice outing here at Mauston, convincingly winning this ball game. And then they'll have a little tougher team to play coming up next week, a team that started the night out in tied for third place. And that one, okay. So Kobe will be doing the post-game show because I got to go down there, and somebody's got to talk while we're lining up. Well, I'll bring a few things down there with me. And we'll see what happens. We got a whole fourth quarter, so there could be some more. Might have to try to add up some points on the run. But things will move pretty fast once they get this clock rolling here after this ball is received down the field. And we've got Hayden Gibbs down there. Well, he fumbles the ball, and he's going to have to jump back on it. Hayden gets a chance back there for the punt receiving for Waupun, and does a good job after it shoots off his hands to chase it down by the sideline. Waupun will take over at the 24-yard line, and that gets the clock moving again. Yeah, getting a little chilly right now. I got my nice new vest. I didn't bring my heated vest that my daughter gave me that I whined about and whined for. And she got that for me during Christmas, I believe. Maybe it was Father's Day. I'm not sure. Used that a lot during those cold April games on the baseball diamond. Well, the clock keeps on rolling now with that rolling clock now. 56-8, Waupun leading. It's going to keep on running for the rest of the game. And as Waupun scores again, that'll stop it. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Graham Gopalin. And he's going to go around the left side, still fighting to try to get some yards, and they finally get him down after right around. I don't know if there's see a flag at the end of that play. Not sure. That was right towards the end of the tackle there. So a penalty on Waupun is going to negate that run. Say Logan Prawl looking guilty out there with his hands out, like, who, me? So holding on Logan around that left side. Nice fighting out there for extra yards, but that's all going to get brought back right now. Yeah, they're going to bring it back to right around the 23-yard line, so it'll be a first down and about 11 yards to go. Clock keeps on ticking here at Mauston. We'll be going to 7-1 overall on the season and 5-1 in conference play. One more conference game next week, Friday, before now we got Beam heading around the left side, kind of a broken play out there, and Beam's going to pick up maybe 3 yards or so on the play. It gives them 0 yards rushing on the half. Maybe gets a little bit more than that. Gets about 4, so he might be +1 actually. So he had a loss of 3 yards on a run earlier. Ran for 114 yards in the first half and 2 touchdowns, 2 long touchdowns. Okay. Our hour-and-a-half drive back to Waupun. Graham Gopalin has it. He's going to get taken down right around the 31-yard line. So a nice little tackle. He does pick up maybe about 3 or 4 yards. Give him 4 yards on that play for Graham. After that wild first 2 carries, he had a 25-yard carry, and right after that a 2-yard touchdown run. Pretty impressive there.
Brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Warriors. From the Warriors 31-yard line.
We go with 3rd down and about 4 yards to go for Waupun. Clock ticking down to under 8.5 to play in the ball game. Beam has it. I think he's going to keep it around that right side. He does, and he's got himself a first down. And he takes it up to about the 43-yard line, about 11-yard gain on that one for Beam. Keeps on racking up the rushing yards. Maybe give him, they kind of pushed it back, so it's about a 10-yard gain on that. Not as many stats that I have to add. Just got to add it on to what we had in the first half doing the stats. But can't wait for Randy to get back. That's one less thing I have to worry about. I can just watch the game and don't have to look down and try to keep up with things. As long as I'm within 40 yards, plus or minus, I think that's about all I really ask of myself in this game. I think I got it fairly close. Not Randy Armka close, but close. Beam rolling out to his left. He's going to tuck it in again, and he's off to the races again. Crosses the 40, runs over a player, gets up to the 20, up to the 10, and he is in the end zone. A touchdown for Chase Beam from 59 yards out, and second 59-yard touchdown for Chase Beam in the ball game. But there's a flag behind him on the play, a hold, maybe a legal block or block in the back for Waupun. Oh, no. Chase again took it in the end zone from 59 yards out, but this one's going to get called back. Ouch. And he's got some speed. He's got some wheels, and once he gets going, I don't know if Waupun really has even a backup quarterback that they can put in that's actually maybe – and what would happen if Chase would go down, but he's coming off the field right now. I said, that's enough. I have enough running for me in the ball game. And they're missing running the clock. They kind of stopped after that penalty, and should have been down to probably close to 6 minutes left, but it's sitting at 7:05 and counting down. But Chase, let's see who they got under center. They got Logan Prawl possibly under center. That's who I thought they would put in possibly as a backup quarterback. So now you got Logan Prawl, one of the 3 or 4 really, really super dangerous guys to have the ball in his hands at any given time. 1st and 10 for Waupun, then a flag, and Waupun, little movement on the line that just didn't quite get set, and that's going to move it back 5 yards. And nice thing is the clock keeps on moving during that time. Yeah, Chase Beam, again, just having himself the monster game, that 71-yard passing connection in the hands of Logan Prawl. So he ends up with about 191 yards passing. in the ball game. Of course, as Randy always says, unofficial. And yeah, he's got his jersey. Well, he's got his jersey on over there, but he's pretty much done for the game. Under 6 to play, and the clock keeps on rolling. Prall's going to pass a nice pass out to Alsma on the right side, and he's on his feet and gets a nice little run up the field up to about the 44, 43-yard line. Timon Alsma with a nice thrown ball there. Good-looking ball off that throw from Logan Prall. And just a natural with it for Waupun. And Hayden in motion right now. Gibbs over there on the left side and going to hand it off this time over on the right side in the hands of Waupun's Winton Gluen. Gets taken down hard right in front of the Mauston bench. And Mauston players on the bench congratulating their players, making a nice hard tackle on that one. Under 5 to play. But another flag on the play. And they lining up to knock another one off on Waupun. We are going to mark that off against Waupun. That's going to move it back. And like I said, the nice thing is that they're marking it off, and they're going to keep on bringing it back and find out a play ready to go and everything. We're under 4:30 to play. Don't forget, I'm going to grab my microphone, head out on the field, and we'll be able to talk about the ball game here with a couple of the players for Waupun. Seeing even Miles Sheridan doing some offensive receiver duty. Yeah, a nice little run right up the middle in the hands of Corbin Grunwald carrying the ball. And, man, he got a nice little head of steam on that run. Just a sophomore, 5'11", 185. Good-sized high school kid. Now a 3rd down and 5 yards to go for Waupun. 125 yards rushing for Beam, 191 yards passing for Beam. And here goes Prall around the right side. He's going to just keep it this time, break some tackles, and finally they take him down right around the 12-yard line or so. So a first down for Waupun. Logan Prall with 101 yards here in the ball game for receiving for Waupun. Graham Gopalan with 82 yards rushing for the Warriors here in the first in this ball game at Mauston. Well, Klosterboer with 33 yards rushing. Yeah, we'll grab a few of the Warriors here and get some interviews here at the end of the game. This time we're going to hand it around the right side. And back in the hands of Grunwald again. And he's a fighter out there, man. He just keeps on going. And a guy we're going to see in the future as a main ball carrier for Waupun. They got him down listed as for the Warriors with Grunwald as running back and defensive lineman. He runs with some intensity out there. That might be a guy we're going to see here these next few seasons with Grunwald. Just a sophomore. Sometimes if I said that about some of the players, just sophomores out there. So they've got some very good future for Waupun coming up here in the next few years at the very least. And like I said before, with some of the younger programs too, and just the numbers for Waupun. Paul Ramirez did a good job in getting kids involved in playing football. It's all about numbers, getting the kids out there to play, and brought some excitement. And now you got a varsity team that's been doing so well, and that's really going to make this program, just keep on taking off. First down at about 13 yards to go, and again breaking a tackle and running some rough yards and tough yards out there. Corbin Grunwald kind of riding his back a little bit on this drive. Getting down to 124 left. See if Waupun can just kind of let this thing keep on rolling. Yeah, Corbin Grunwald, as I said. Yep, number 7. I think Gluen was out there before on a play, but Grunwald having himself some nice, tough yards running out there. It's pretty impressive. And why not give it to him again? He finds a hole around the left side and got himself in the end zone from 14 yards out, a 14-yard touchdown run for Waupun's Corbin Grunwald. Nice job, Corbin. Yeah, why not reward him with the nice yards he's got to, and got himself in the end zone. 50 seconds left here in the ball game. Waupun now leading 62-8. Yeah, Grunwald, like his running style out there. He runs hard. Again, been perfect on the night on their 2-point conversions. Gibbs in motion out to the left side, and so that one they did not make it in. Got a good penetration there by the Golden Eagles. We got 50 seconds left in the ball game. Again, we're going to keep it right here. And we'll call that one the Corbin Grunwald drive for a touchdown for Waupun to get them up to 62 points. Yeah, don't forget we've got some Waupun volleyball coming up. Join us for volleyball. They've got a really nice team, and they'll be playing coming up next week. We'll have their game. I believe they're playing Lodi. Possibly anybody, a volleyball person out there coming up next week, and we'll have their game at Waupun, I believe on Tuesday, possibly on that game. Waupun's going to kick the ball away, and I'll be in a little bit finding my way down to the field. Might have to do a little bit of my post-game show from the field before the guys get there. Kobe says no on, put me down for a no on talking on the microphone, right? Yeah. Kyle, yeah, good. I'll head out there and just to take care of that out on the field. We're going to get Kyle on the air too. One of these. He's a multi-talented guy. He's going to probably be doing that job you're doing there, Kobe, and he'll definitely should be getting him trained like now for it. That's the problem. Yeah, we're a little short on staff right now, and so we need him out there on the cameras, and that's just why we will get Kyle. He's going to be involved in a way bigger way with us in many things, maybe doing some announcing in the future in some of our games. And I know he does that esports stuff. That I've seen a little bit of that, so that's crazy. And I watched a little bit of the sample that they sent me for that, too. And there's actually an esports team that they have at a lot of the schools, including Waupun High School. Kids interested in that, and why not have a class for it instead of just having them play video games at home and have them compete against other teams from other schools. That's what they do. Here's a run up the middle, and Waupun stuffs that up. Yeah, we'll have to get a few. We'll see. Maybe we'll put Corbin on here in the post game too. We also, of course, we got to talk to Logan and talk about his accomplishment that he got, going over 1,000 yards, and he got over 100 yards here in this ball game. Down to 20 seconds as we're running out of time. And we'll make it down there. I'll let Paul Ramirez know who I want to talk to, and then I'll get to my spot and be able to, get some interviews for you if I can physically walk down there. And good group tackle there for Waupun. And that is the end of the ball game. Waupun with a 62-8 victory here at Mauston. 62-8. I'm going to go down there on the field right now, see if we can locate a couple of our players down there after their huddle that they'll have in the end zone. And again, Waupun winning 62-8. And we'll have some stats and we'll have some interviews from the field coming your way in just a few minutes on Radio Plus Sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders, brake clods, and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
New ownership, same customer service tradition. Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun and its surrounding areas for over 50 years. New owners Luke and Logan Gans are longtime employees of Verhaeg's Furniture and are committed to continue serving the furniture, accessory, and mattress needs of Waupun and the surrounding areas. Bringing you exceptional quality from Ashley Furniture, Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Puffy Mattress, and many more top brands from their store to your home. Verhaeg's Furniture, 806 West Main Street, Waupun. Quality brands for affordable prices.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales. Every time. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Okay, we are back on the field here at Mauston, Waupun with a 62-8 victory against the Golden Eagles. I'm Steve Witterhack. Malik on the camera right now, and an impressive victory here for Waupun. Another milestone for a Waupun player. We're going to be talking to Logan Prawl coming up. He had 101 yards rushing. He pass completions too. He's played quarterback here tonight. He got in the end zone 4 times in the ball game. Just a monster game for him. Chase Beam with a couple long touchdown runs. One from 51 yards, one from 59 yards. And he would have had another one, but there's a hole along the way. So that one negated for another 59-yard touchdown. So Chase going to get done with his legs, rushing for 125 yards in the ball game and Also 191 yards passing in the game. And again, an impressive game for him. Graham Gopalin had that 42-yard touchdown run in the first half, and he rushed for 82 yards in the game for Waupun. So, again, impressive. Owen Klusterboer with a couple of receptions for 33 yards for the Warriors. Dopante with a reception for Waupun. And we're going to be talking to also one of the young men that got in, Mr. Gluen, that got himself in the end zone on a nice drive here to get Waupun's last 6 points of the game. So impressive, the future of Waupun football, just a sophomore for Waupun. But we're going to send it back up again to Kobe up there, and we'll take about a minute break, and these guys should be coming over here in just a little bit. So interviews coming up next in just about a minute here on Radio Plus Sports.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. We'll take care of what can't be seen. Removing dust? For us, that's a must. And a reminder, get on a furnace maintenance plan now so your home is clean and cozy this fall and winter. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
Welcome back at Waupun with an impressive 62-8 victory, and talking to Logan Prawl, and a big mile going over 1,000 yards on the. He got in the end zone 4 times. He got a pick 6 here tonight, a couple interceptions, and even completed some passes as a quarterback. He looked pretty comfortable. He threw a pretty good ball out there. So just talk about the night you had. What does it mean to you to get over 1,000 yards on a season?
Well, coming out of the sophomore year, they said, Mauston. It's gonna.
A pick 6 here again tonight, and you like to get that ball in an open field, don't you? You kind of make it happen then.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, especially when I got my guys in front of me. I saw Gonzo right in front of me, Elijah Gonzalez, and I knew we were going to get in the zone.
You play quarterback when you were younger, before you came over here to Waupun?
I did, actually. I played quarterback until 8th grade, and then I got hurt my freshman year. But yeah, I've always been a quarterback. I still have that quarterback mentality, and it was a lot of fun to get behind there again. It was a lot of fun, yeah.
Another job to do. You're going to definitely, the difficulty will go up a little bit playing the Dells. They're playing pretty good football toward the end of the season here. And thoughts about the team that beat you last year and the things you got to get done here to try to get a good seat at the end of the season.
I told you guys in the beginning of the season that was one of the ones that we wanted back. And I think the 60 points this week was a big confidence booster for next week. And we're going to put it to the Dells next week. I think they got a lot on their plate next week.
Hey, Logan, monster game. Congratulations. Nice win.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Logan Prawl. We're going to move over. Isaiah Thurk's going to join us right now. And Isaiah, getting a little more involved with the offense here today. Some nice defensive plays. You got your quarterback sack out there chasing the court. He didn't see it coming, did he?
No, he didn't. That was backside. Beautiful play. You love that at the end.
Yeah. Seemed like you weren't the favorite player of the Mauston people out here today, but you're playing some good physical football. Was it pretty physical out there in the trenches?
Yeah, no, it was super physical, super chippy. We kept it clean, and it was a great game.
Yeah, I thought you guys played great in all parts of the game here. And what's the importance of that victory, getting a victory next week, and an impressive victory probably for your team next week? How important is that to the team?
Yeah, I think it's a big morale booster going into practice next week. It's just gonna, we did our job today. We got to do it next week, and I think that's what's gonna win us the game next Friday.
Isaiah, nice win here tonight. Great job tonight.
Thank you.
Isaiah Thurk joined us, and they've got one of the future players for Waupun. We called it up there. We said it was the Corbin Gruen drive, and you're running hard out there. And do you see yourself to being one of the main go-to ball carriers coming up here in the future once Graham graduates, and it'll be your turn then?
Yeah, definitely. I really want to be a running back next year and just taking after Graham. Graham showed me a lot. He's shown a lot of leadership, and yeah.
Again, you look pretty impressive out there. Look at your coach over there giving you the flexing and everything for you out there, getting his first interview. But again, what's it been like with this team? Do you think this is Waupun's going to be a force to be reckoned with for some years to come? I seem to say a lot of sophomore players out there making big plays in the game. Thoughts about the future of Waupun football?
I think we have a really good junior and sophomore and freshman class. We got a lot of big players like Liam Hopp, Jack Toutant, and Eli Ewert. When he comes back, it's going to be really fun the next few years.
Well, Corbin, a nice drive down there, impressive. I liked how you ran so hard out there. Congratulations on a nice touchdown and a nice night. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Corbin Grunwald, and that's about it. I want to thank Malik here, running the camera right now for us. I want to thank Kyle up there, who's a week away from a birthday. We got to celebrate that with him next week, and you got Big Kobe up there running the show. Again, we had a great time tonight. Waupun, impressive 62-8 victory here on the road at Mauston. They play at the Dells coming up next week. We'll be there for that. At least that's about a half hour closer one way to get over to the Dells, but it'll be a pretty tough football game over there. So thanks for joining us tonight. Waupun Warrior Football, they win 62-8. This has been Warrior Football on Radio Plus Sports. Have yourself an excellent weekend.
Hello, back pain sufferers. This is Dr. Randall Blahoviak with New Med Integrated Healthcare. Are you struggling to find a solution for the constant neck and back pain that's keeping you from enjoying life? Maybe you're wondering if you should go the medical route, or maybe you're even thinking about giving chiropractic a try. Well, now you don't have to decide between the two. At New Medical Center in Waupun, you can have the best of both worlds. Let our team of experienced medical professionals and chiropractors design a treatment plan to get you back to living a pain-free life. The healthcare team at New Medical Center will assess your condition and give you a combination of options, both medical and chiropractic, to choose from. With over 30 years of experience treating back pain, you can be assured that the team at New Medical Center will discover and address the source of your pain. Don't waste another minute trying the same old failed strategies. Let New Medical Center help get you back to living your best pain-free life. Call New Medical Center now at 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Home and Auto Sales, Waupun Equipment Company, Ballweg Implement, New Medical Center, Ergo Bank, Torres Tree Service, All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, Pino Construction, Burhags Furniture Mart, Bent's Automotive, American Family Insurance Agent Christine Fiel, C. Broxma Electric, Dentistry of Wisconsin, The Other Bar, Waupun's Pizza Ranch, Werner Harmsen Furniture, National Exchange Bank and Trust,